It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
What is going on? Welcome to the KVJ show. Happy Thursday. Here we go, baby. Getting at it. Oh, yeah. Beautiful day yesterday. Still warm, though. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it is still hot outside.
It is. I'm just waiting for that break. I'm just praying it happens right before or on Halloween. I just don't want to have a swampy butt on Halloween. I want to be outside. I want it to be cool. I want it to feel spooky. It's on a Saturday.
Would that be a weak costume, swamp butt monster?
No, it would actually
Scary.
be
It's
perfect
horrifying.
for South Florida.
Yeah. Oh, maybe your costume needs to be assless then.
I've got a few pairs of pants like
Yeah,
that.
you could pull that off.
Haven't delved into them quite yet in the public eye.
I mean, I need to start doing squats immediately if we're
Oh,
going
yeah.
if we're going that way.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
this backside is not ready for assless chaps.
I need to go buy an ass somewhere. Are they for sale? Because I don't have one.
They actually
You can buy
are.
a
You can't buy
plastic
'em.
one. Yeah, I've seen those.
I don't want that fake booty.
Well,
Yeah.
if the real one can't deliver,
Yeah, you could do it. Yeah, I'd actually seen where September was the hottest September of all time. Don't we seem to say that like every month and every year? So if you're feeling like, wow, it just seems warmer than normal, it's not you. It is actually warmer than normal.
I swear to you, it is way warmer than when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah,
It
is.
feels like the sun
That's proven.
is shooting out laser beams through your shirt. You ever get that feeling where it feels like it's cutting your skin through your
yes.
clothing?
I walked out of my house not too long ago, and I literally had to walk back in. I was like, "Forget it! I'm not picking up them trash cans. They can just sit." It was overpowering.
It really is.
Yeah. Well, if you felt it, you're not imagining it. It is true. So I would imagine that by the time we get through October and look back, they'll probably say that was the hottest October ever on record. So you're not imagining it. It is very warm, but we are nice and cool in our studio. Hopefully you got some AC cranking wherever you might be. Check us out either on the radio. You can watch us on YouTube. You can dial us up for free on the 97.9 WRMF app or stream it right now at WRMF.com. It's a KVJ show.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, I thought this was pretty interesting. You know, John Cena and Nikki Bella were a couple, and the rumor was that, you know, she wanted to get married, she wanted to settle down, she wanted to start a family together, and that John Cena didn't. So they split up back in 2018, a couple years ago, and then she went on to get herself a man that wanted a family, have herself a baby, and start that family. And now John Cena's in the news because he married this girl that he's been dating for a few months.
It wasn't meant to be
Months?
with
Wow.
Bella. I just wasn't meant to be.
I know it wasn't meant to be, but I mean, all those reasons. He didn't want to be with her because he didn't want to get married. And then he turns around and marries the next girl. Like, okay, Nikki's happy. She's got her kid. She's got her man, you know, but in the back of her head, she's got to be like, really? Really?
And maybe not, because I think after they broke up, she kind of was stringing John Cena along a little bit. He had a regretful heart. I don't know if you remember that story.
He did have a regretful heart, but he still didn't regret it enough to say, yes, I was wrong. We should have got married. We should have gone through with our relationship, because he ended the whole getting married thing weeks before they were supposed to get married.
I don't know if you can believe these wrestlers, Virginia.
Yeah.
When
Might
Ken-
has been a wrestling storyline.
When Cannon was watching wrestling, because I remember he liked John Cena, was John Cena big into the rap when Cannon liked him?
I don't
John
know.
Cena raps?
Oh my gosh, I have to send you guys something. He gets into a battle rap with a fan that wants to diss him, and it's the cringiest thing ever, but you have to see it.
I want to see it.
It's so bad. That
I need it.
It's great.
That's amazing. In other news, did Adam Sandler just reveal that he originally didn't want Bob Barker in Happy Gilmore?
That's the rumor.
Wow. Okay, so here's a little bit of Adam Sandler, I guess, talking details.
Yeah, Bob Barker was not the first choice.
Interesting.
All right, who takes credit for deciding to go with Bob Barker in that role?
Well, Herlihy initially wrote Ed McMahon.
Why did Ed McMahon turn it down?
He probably never even thought. His manager probably went like, now why would I have my guy be around this dumb Adam Sandler guy and fight him and roll around on the grass? But then Bob Barker read it, and his first response was, I'll do it, but I have to win the fight. Because he fought. His next-door neighbor was Chuck Norris. And so he said, I train with Chuck. We train every night, and he helps me with my punches and my kicks, and I would love to do this, but I have to win.
Okay.
That's adorable.
Does that sound like Adam Sandler to you?
He sounds. I had the same thing when I first heard that. I'm like, that doesn't even sound like Adam Sandler. And then a little bit into it, I was like, well, maybe he's got morning voice going
Yeah,
on.
it sounds like somebody just woke up Adam Sandler and said, hey, you got to get on the phone real quick. It's an interview.
Yeah, because the first 20 seconds does not sound like the Sandman.
Yeah, maybe he did. He's on with Dan Patrick.
They're boys.
Yeah, well, Dan Patrick is in Hubie Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Has
Okay.
a bit part in there.
So they're promoting Hubie.
He's been in a few of
Yes.
Sandler's movies, I believe.
Well, I've got a treat for you guys. I don't know if you realize this, but yesterday, Ariana Grande made an announcement on her Twitter page. I'm
Yeah.
sure you saw it live when it happened. She said, I can't wait to give you guys my album this month. It was a surprise. No one knew a new album was coming, Jay Bird.
Thank you, next.
Yep.
This will be Ariana's 6th album, so there is some joy in 2020, people.
Okay.
And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
Hey, it's Jay Bird. Oh, the power of pizza can be yours. That's right. You can win a pizza experience from Das Craft Beer and Pizza and have me deliver the pizza to your home. For more information, hit up WRMF.com.
More KVJ Show now on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What's on your mind?
Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got on your mind today, Jay Bird?
Well, I was actually just talking to Virginia about it during commercial break about our KVJ Cares page.
Yes.
And it's something I think a lot of listeners would love to know about because people always ask me, they go, Bird, I just feel like I want to do something spiritual or something nice. I want to do some charity work, but I can't always get out to a little Smiles event.
And there are no Little Smiles events right now.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of people struggling and hurting right now. So our KVJ page or our KVJ Care page, where is that located so people can find it, Virginia?
So KVJ Cares is a part of the KVJ Show webpage. So if you go there, you can click on KVJ Cares, and there's always going to be stories there, families locally that have been impacted by illness or major tragedy, car accidents, fires, cancer. It's a lot of sadness, and you can help out. Just like $5-10 here and there goes a long way.
I just sent you a new one, so we constantly are getting them updated. But yeah, if you're looking to help somebody, now is the time to do it. If you have the means to do it, there's a lot of people who need help right now.
Absolutely.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
I can't believe I did this. I left my phone at home this morning.
You're freaking out, aren't you?
I'm so upset with myself. Like, I have a rhythm. I have like something I do every single morning. When I come down, I put my phone in my purse. Then I go in the kitchen. I get all my little drinkies for the day together, and then I leave. Well, I came down and I noticed that the table where Rocco has virtual kindergarten was just like, I don't know, gremlins came in the night and just disrupted the whole table. It just looked like chaos. So I'm like, I had to go over there and put all that back together. And I left my phone on the table. I'm freaking out.
Sometimes it's good for you, though. I know you don't think that.
I don't, because I have so much stuff that I've got to do on it. That is the only place where I have my work emails. I don't even know where to check my work emails except for on my phone.
That's the
Really?
only place I get them too.
It's like, hope nothing comes in the next few hours.
They know where to find you.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll track you down.
It's just crazy how these phones, they've got us, man.
If a salesperson needs to get a hold of you, they will be in DeQuesta under your bed. Don't worry.
It's horrifying. Certain ones.
Yes.
So you go without it, huh?
I guess so. I want to reach out to Panda, but I can't.
I can.
Yeah.
Do you want me to text him?
Text Panda and ask him if he can drop my phone off on his way to work.
Is he up?
No.
Oh, man, I keep waking people up, man.
What I got on my mind today, I was very excited to see that South Florida's favorite serial killer is going to be coming back for another run.
What?
Yeah, Dexter.
Oh, okay.
A whole season, it looked like.
Yeah, it is going to be a 10-episode season, likely going to be premiering next fall. They're bringing back, it looks like, and I don't know much about the behind the scenes on the show, but it appears like it is the original writer that if you liked, and I did, I thought the first season they did of Dexter was masterful. It really hooked me and got me for several seasons after that, and the first season was just absolutely amazing. So it looks like they're going to be bringing back that crew, and I know there were a good bit of people that felt a little unsatisfied by the finale of Dexter and where they left it, so maybe they'll bring it around to a place that is better for you, that you like a little bit more.
What's the track record on a series that's taken a major long break and then come back and it's good?
Trying to think of how many have done that. It's a small field of...
Full House is one.
They did, and I would say it was successful. They
Yeah.
got three
It was.
so seasons out of it.
They got a lot of young people to watch that never even realized, Full House was a show in the 80s. What?
90210 they did.
That was, yeah, kind of, in a sense, but it was kind of more of a new cast, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that counts or not.
And I don't know if that was that successful. It definitely didn't come close to the cult classic that the original was.
They did it with Murphy Brown, and that was ooh.
That didn't work, and they did it with Will and Grace. That also didn't work really, right? I mean,
Yeah, it didn't.
So, I mean, two recent cases where it did not work.
They keep talking about how, oh yeah, they're gonna bring back The Office for at least a season. Don't do it. Don't just leave it alone. Let it be.
Some people maybe want a little bit more Breaking Bad, so they did an offshoot on another character that was successful as kind of a prequel.
I watched everything of Breaking Bad except for the finale. I have no idea how it ended.
Really?
Yeah. Is there a way to make more after? Or...
I think you could.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you could. So some people want that. And there are some shows that are out there that are probably hanging like that. And that'll probably be the thing that they will do is you'll probably start seeing if you had a show, especially if it felt like people really wanted more, that maybe more will happen.
Could Thrones do it where they have a whole different season and write an unbelievable last season? You could do that because a lot of people stayed alive.
Yeah, they talked about the one character that started sailing off going west and that maybe they could pick up and just it would be, their life and continue from there.
Yeah, what do you think about the Hound, Virginia? Oh, never mind.
Oh, the Hound was great. I mean, just such a compelling character.
Fox and the Hound, great movie.
Fox and the Hound is one of my favorite cartoons from the 80s.
Is it? I've never seen it.
Fox and the Hound is so good. It's the relationship that wasn't supposed to be. The fox and the hound. A fox hunt. Who hunts the fox? The hound.
Mm-hmm.
But these two are friends.
You sold me. I'm going to watch it
so
tonight.
good. Fox and the Hound. Highly recommend it.
If you never did watch Dexter, the thing that's cool with it is a lot of the external shots are in South Florida. Somebody jumped on the Twitter last night and said, they film pretty much all of it in LA. Yeah, they do. If you see anything that's inside a location, it's going to be filmed in Los Angeles. But it looked like, at least I thought some of the external shots were South Florida, but maybe that was LA too. But it's at least set in Miami. He's a guy that works there. And what's fascinating about this is he is a serial killer, and what he does is try to catch killers. He works in forensics, and so he knows all about blood splatter patterns and all that stuff. So it's hard to catch a guy that knows everything you need to catch a guy like what he likes to do.
That's what they said about the Golden State murderer.
Mm-hmm.
They said he would study the police work, and so is Edward Kemper, both serial killers. They studied and learned so much about how to get away with murder by watching police documentaries and police shows.
Yeah, and so that's what's tricky about it. And then he, in a sense, is kind of a societal moral compass. When he sees people he thinks deserves to die, he has this internal itching to kill things. But then when he sees somebody that's a little bit jerky, and they build these people up, so you're almost rooting. It's weird how they did Dexter, because you're rooting for the serial killer. You're like,
That
yeah.
is odd.
You're like, yeah, take him out. And then, of course, he does, and he leaves no trace, and the guy just disappears. And
Does Dexter always get it right? Does he always get, or does he ever kill the wrong person?
Is he like a Robin Hood of murder?
it definitely kind of starts that way. And then I think there are some things later on, and that's the good thing, where maybe he really didn't have it right. And that's the problem with you trying to be the moral judge and jury, where you think you know exactly what's right, and maybe you've gone off and you've cast judgment on somebody that didn't deserve it.
Gosh, how have I not watched Dexter? It's littered with murder.
It's South
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah.
It's right up your alley.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to jump on Dexter.
Yeah, well, you've got till next fall. So a year from now, you should be seeing that new season of Dexter with 10 episodes. And maybe they just heard so much about how they blew the finale that they're like, okay, we got to go back and we could fix this. We could make this good. I saw this list, though, and this is kind of fascinating. You probably have this memorized, Jaybird. Key traits common in serial killers.
Oh, yeah. They hurt animals when they're young.
Yeah, they say that you can see stuff from an early age. Early behavioral problems is an early sign that you might have a serial killer on your hands.
The one that scares the heck out of me the most is the serial killer where you don't see the signs, where they're almost kind of like BTK, where, yeah, he was a jerk, where how he worked with people, but they didn't know he was a murderer.
So why they kind of add it all up, and they say there's 12 predominant key characteristics when you're talking about serial killers, from early behavioral problems to adult antisocial behavior. They say some of the big tells that somebody could be a serial killer is that they lack empathy, a severe lack of empathy is what they say, a lack of remorse or guilt. They just don't really seem to have a conscience.
Well, that's how, I mean, think about a serial killer. They keep killing and killing and killing. Eventually, to them, it's probably just like changing a tire.
It's crazy to think about.
They say they're typically egocentric, they're grandiose, and they really only focus on themselves and the power they're able to assert on others. So they really are the only ones that matter to them in life.
They love being the victim, too. Oh, everything was, this is the way I am. This is why I'm this way.
Yeah, they say they're deceitful and manipulative, smooth talking but insincere. They say that Ted Bundy really fit that description.
Ted Bundy, and not to bring Edward Kemper up again, but both smooth-talking men that got their victims kind of to just, they would relax them almost.
They said they have a need for excitement, they're impulsive, and they have a lack of responsibility. Those are some of the key characteristics in serial killers.
A lot of times you see substance abuse in there as well.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so they're not in their right mind.
Some murderers can't kill unless they're drunk.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. You are you're kind of like Dexter. You're an expert on serial killers. If we start missing people from the sales department, I know where to look.
Now, do you have a messy murderer?
That's the only problem. You're right.
The splatter would get him.
Yeah.
Or is that all an act?
Well, coming up here in just a couple of minutes, Jaybird's Italian authenticity has been called into question. Some people say he's the worst Italian ever, where he just doesn't seem to know a lot about his culture or some of the things that are truly Italian.
Italian people do talk to me about how they'd like to get their hands on you and do a little Italian boot camp.
Well, I called spaghetti noodles before, and they went through the roof, Kev.
Yeah.
Noodles?
Them
Noodles
nudes.
are Asian. Oh, my gosh.
So Jaybird sent me this quiz online to tell if you're a true Italian and just how Italian you are. It was one of those things where I had to take the quiz to wind up getting the answers, and I got a perfect score.
Okay. Now, I can honestly say I have not seen the answers or the questions or
You
nothing.
haven't.
I swear to you.
But I'm telling you, I apparently am the quintessential Italian.
So if you're better than me, what the hell am I
And
doing?
how much Italian you got in you?
Zero that I know of. I don't think I have anything at all Italian in me.
I'm at least 50% Italian.
So if you even miss one, I'm more Italian than you are. So we'll put Jaybird's authenticity to the test next. Well, just how Italian is Jaybird? What is your genetic breakdown?
Well, my mom was full-blooded,
Okay.
so didn't that make me at least half? Is that how it works? I don't know how this works.
I think that's how it works.
If your
yeah.
dad had none, then yeah, you would be at 50%. You're kind of like the way the Mexican queen is. Her
Yeah.
dad is full-blooded, mom nada.
Yeah, my dad's got some other stuff in him.
He does. Huh?
Yeah.
That sounds painful. Well, what we got here is a quiz to see just how Italian you are. Now, I know that your mom and your Aunt Ann, they really liked Italian food, and I know that they would go to your Joseph's Classic Market and all that stuff to get the Italian cuisine, so a lot of that had to be ingrained in you.
It was. We were raised like an Italian family. Even though my dad wasn't, he was forced to be Italian.
The women cooked the food. The women controlled the vibe.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff my mom and Ann would say sometimes I felt like it was made up. So I don't know what's real. I don't know what to believe. There's a lot of fake
Do
Italian
you believe they were
proverbs.
throwing fugazis?
Yeah, there was a lot of trickery, I feel like. Italian trickery.
Okay. All right. Well, we got an Italian quiz here for you, testing your Italian, just to see how much you actually do know.
Don't blow it.
I really don't want to blow this because Virginia's right. The Italians that listen to our program, they get very mad at me, especially when I said noodles.
Like, what's up with you, man? It's a thing you don't say, apparently.
You don't say noodles, Kev.
Okay. All right. So tell me this. Testing your Italian, Jaybird. What is gravy to an Italian?
Sauce.
You would call that the sauce?
Yes.
That is correct. Very nice. Yes, that is the sauce.
This gravy's delicious.
What is a symbol of good luck to an Italian?
A pizza?
Your options are horseshoe, rabbit's foot, or corno. What do you think?
You knew this?
I somehow got everyone right.
Did you actually know, or did you guess on this one?
I did what I thought was, yeah. There was definitely a few where I was
There's
like,
one that stood out to him because he is a better Italian than you.
well, that's really the question. I couldn't believe it because I was looking at the end. It wouldn't give me the answers, so I took the entire quiz. And at the end, it's like going, you got 100%. They said in fact, here's what it said. At the end, after I took the quiz, it says, there is no one more Italian than you.
Okay.
You bleed Italian. Mamma mia, you are a true paisan.
Mamma
Great job.
mia.
Yeah. So I apparently am a true paisan.
Okay, can I have the options again, please?
Horseshoe, rabbit's foot, or corno?
Horseshoes feels like it's Irish.
Okay.
That's the clover.
Now, horseshoe, clover, the same. I'm thinking, Lucky Charms. I think there's a horseshoe in there. Corno.
Yeah, that's what it said.
And what was the other one?
Rabbit's foot.
No, rabbit's foot doesn't feel right. I feel like that's just everybody. Let's go corno.
Wasn't lucky for the rabbit.
Okay. You are correct. You're at process of elimination.
Okay. All right. I'm back in this thing. Forget about
What's
it.
a corno?
I have no idea. The reason why I picked that one is because it rhymed with porno.
Okay, yeah. Sounded like it. Okay, next question. You're testing your Italian, Jaybird. What is gnocchi made from?
That's potato.
Potato, that is correct, yes.
That's good too.
No, gnocchi is great.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
What is polenta made from? Polenta.
Polenta.
Pork, eggplant, or corn?
It's got to be eggplant.
Got to be eggplant.
Oh, the worst Italian. Damn it.
That is corn.
Damn, Bird.
Kevin's more Italian than me.
I am more Italian than you are.
Man.
What does it mean to capisce?
To understand. Capiche, you understand?
Yep. What is a favorite Italian game? Is it baseball, bowling, or bocce?
Well, there was definitely an Italian baseball league.
Okay.
I knew guys that went and played in Italy. Baseball, I think, is big in Italy.
Okay.
But bocce just feels like, get the bocce ball. Bocce. I'm locking in with bocce.
That's good. You're right. Bocce ball.
Just miss one. Just miss one.
So far, pretty good.
Yeah.
So far.
Okay. What color is not on the Italian flag?
I mean,
Red, green, or blue?
blue would not be on there.
Blue is not on there.
It's red, white, and green, I believe. Yes.
There you go. Mm-hmm. What is the main ingredient of pesto? Is it wheat, basil, or cashews?
I hate pesto.
You do, not a big fan.
Hate it.
Italian people love it.
I know they do. We love basil too. I hate basil. Again, I'm gonna go basil.
You're going to go with basil.
What?
It's cashews.
Did you know this?
Yeah.
I hate basil, man. I don't like it.
So you may actually be the worst Italian in the room. You've missed 2 already.
I don't. I just missed 2, Bert. Just missed 2. How many questions are there?
There's a few more. I know. I couldn't believe it when I was saying, I'm like, is this thing ever going to end? I'll just hit you with a few more. Which of these cheeses is not Italian?
Okay, you know cheese.
I do know cheese.
If you miss this one, it's everything out the window because you are supposed to be Italian and claim to be a cheese lover.
Why don't you pipe down? I'm trying to concentrate.
Asiago, Munster, or mozzarella?
Okay, we know mozzarella.
Yeah.
Asiago feels Italian.
Yeah.
Munster does not. Going Munster, not Italian.
Very nice. Okay, Bird. Holding in there. Okay, name an Italian coffee.
Oh my gosh. Folgers?
Folger.
Noisette, cafe con leche, espresso.
It's got to be the first one. Inlet. Or what was it called?
Noisette.
Noisette.
Okay.
Really? Espresso?
I thought that was a trick. I don't know, dog. I don't know what to tell
All
you.
right, don't miss more than 3.
Don't miss right now. If this is a
Right now you have a C minus
I know. If this
in
is
being Italian, and we're not done.
What kind of dessert is gelato?
It is an ice cream.
It is an ice cream. Very nice. And finally, how do you say hello in Italian? Hola, bonjour, ciao.
Ciao. Hold on. Ciao.
Charon.
Ciao.
Gonna go with ciao?
Yes.
Okay, that is correct.
Yay.
There you go. You only missed 3. I think Virginia should take this quiz too. We'll see. You might rank 3rd best Italian in the studio.
To have the whole show taken, I might rank 5.
Suits beat you.
Much work to do as an Italian.
Well, the one thing that is consistent about coronavirus information is it's inconsistent. If that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, there was just a lot of stuff even going on yesterday that was going back and forth. And you're just like, well, every day there's just something. You know, you're trying to live through this thing and this stuff impacts your life in a big way. And you're like, just why? Why is it this chaotic? I can't believe it.
There's so many different perspectives, just even coming from the news.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's all over the place. You know, I mean, there's every day, there's the masks work, masks don't work. It's like numbers this, don't believe numbers.
And I use the term noose very loosely.
Yes.
I call it more editorials I'm seeing.
It is. It's people's opinions about the numbers that are out there. And the Sun Sentinel did a little bit of an editorial on the percent positive, which Governor Ron DeSantis is pretty much using to justify going to phase 3, which he did on September 26. There's that threshold, the 5% and below. But as I was reading in the Sun Sentinel today, they're talking about 3 different methods for testing. And that in 2 of the 3 different methods, Florida has been over the 5% threshold. And so that we shouldn't have actually moved to phase 3 like we did, if you were believing all that. But who knows? Like I said, it's all a bunch of wackadoodle, and who knows what is right and who's right, and can't believe the CDC, the WHO, or anybody.
Amen.
There's a lot of wacko doodle stuff going on out
Yeah,
there.
there really is.
All you can believe is the ME. What do you want to do for you?
Yeah.
You have to look at all
Right.
this and make your own conclusions based on your own intellect and not let anybody tell you. You try to figure it out and then do you.
Kind of how I approach the weather. I don't listen to anybody but myself in the gut.
Look outside.
Yeah.
Look up. If it's a big black cloud, guess what? It's probably going to rain.
I'm gonna trust my gut, and I'll find it on my own.
So even with all the chaos in reporting numbers, stories on masks, who gets coronavirus once, twice, three, the guy that has it 8 times, you never know what's right.
The lion.
Yeah.
The animals getting corona.
Once,
Right.
twice, 3 times a lady.
Yes, you don't know. Virginia has actually made an interesting step forward because I know one of the big battles that has gone on, of the many, is sending your kids back to school.
Yes.
And they've been tracking that and looking at the numbers, depending upon which story you believe. One side says it's not that bad and the numbers have been staying low. Other people, I'm sure, will say much different. But Virginia's own decision with her own son, Rocco, is that he's going back.
He's going back on Monday.
Does that make you happy?
It does, because I feel like he's going to do better in class than he's doing at home. And this week, he does Zoom kindergarten, virtual kindergarten. So I would say 3/4 of his classmates are in the class, and then 1/4 of his classmates are on the Zoom. And I watch the teacher struggle, man, trying to teach the kids in school and still make the kids at home feel included. And there is a big disconnect, and I can tell that even though she is doing a great job, it's an impossible task to give anybody. You have to be 2 different people.
It is, yeah.
Good luck with that.
And then you got a lot of parents and people coming down on teachers too, because teachers dare have an opinion about the situation.
Exactly. And I talked with the teacher the other day because she got his test scores back. So Rocco went into the school 2 weeks ago and actually did physical testing by himself after the school day was over. And she got his results back. And I know that Rocco is better than his scores came back. But I think Rocco is suffering because he's at home.
Yeah.
He's not in the classroom. And it was directly reflected in his scores. And so I went to Panda with the scores and said, look, we know Rocco's better than this, but I think he's not going to perform better until we get him back in the school. And that's just, that made it clear to us.
Of all the information you hear, that is about the only story that's been consistent on all sides, is that kids are better off in school. Now, you throw the virus in there and then people argue which side to be on, but they say without a doubt that face-to-face learning is better for children than doing the virtual.
And I've been watching, his class, the kids wear the masks, they have the social distancing, they distance from the teacher, they distance from each other. There's all these protocols in place that I can see and hear through watching virtual kindergarten. And nobody in his class has got it. We're 8 weeks now. They haven't had to shut down. So I feel like, okay, we watched to see what was going to happen. Nothing happened. Okay, I feel okay now.
Okay.
I gave it a shot with the virtual kindergarten. He's not performing to the level that I think his intellect should have him at.
Okay.
And here we are.
All right, so he's going back.
He's marching his ass back into school on Monday.
Virginia's law is adapting.
He's probably going to love it, honestly.
Oh, he is so pumped. He can't wait. I was explaining to him all about school lunch, and they even do school breakfast at his school yesterday.
that's cool.
So I was telling him, I'm like, and some days they have pizza, buddy. Some
Wow.
days school lunch has pizza. He could not believe it.
Has he? Because I know he was in school last year, right? He went to a classroom.
He went to pre-K.
But did he ever develop any crushes? Did he have a first crush yet? Is he too young for that?
He doesn't have first crushes yet.
Got ya.
No. I mean, you know who he has crushes on? Some of Magnolia's friends.
The older
look
women.
out. Yeah.
He lets them know how he feels.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's laid it on any girls at school yet. At pre-K, he didn't. Because
not
I would
cool
always
enough.
ask him. He preferred the company of his male classmates at school to play and,
rough around.
roughhouse.
It's going to be adorable, though, when he has his first legit crush.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
It's cute. It's a fun little journey to watch.
Coming up here, we got an email from a dad wanting to know with his son, should he drop out of high school or not?
My.
Yes, that's what
That's
he's
tough.
going through. So he'd like to get our feedback on that. We'll get to that coming up here in just a bit. All right, got some celebrity birthdays here for you today. Big ol' happy birthday, Genuine, who does Pony. He's 50. Dang, 50?
50?
That's my jam, though.
That is crazy. Also, Emerald, bam, Legacy, 61 today.
Nice.
So happy birthday to him. Also got to say happy 30th birthday to Alex from AZL, Julian, and Nancy. And also happy 6th birthday to Justin, Love Mommy, Daddy, Caitlin, Peanut, and the Jupiter Landings crew. All giving some love out there. And they'd run into us on a St. Patty's Day.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Please say the kids weren't. Oh, I love that photo. I remember that photo. Shocking that I remember it, but I do remember those kids were adorable. That was in Abacoa.
Yes. So there you go.
Oh, luckily, it looks like it's earlier in the day on St. Patty's.
Think so.
That was a rough St. Patty's for you.
I know.
That was the rough one.
I was having a very difficult time.
That's the one where Virginia goes to the pool table and looks at the entire bar. You ready to die? That's the event we had to usher Virginia out of.
It was rough. I just had a friend that had died. I was going through it. I probably shouldn't have drank that much.
And then that's when I think we were going from place to place on a bus, and then you just let the dancing take over you.
Yeah, I think I was dirty dancing on the bus driver who looked like he wanted nothing to do with it.
He definitely wanted nothing to do with it. I think he told me that.
I did. I want nothing to do with this.
I just quit.
Well, coming up here in just a couple of minutes, a dad sent us an email asking the question if his son should drop out of high school. Okay, is it a good idea or not for this kid to drop out of high school? Scott sent an email to mail@kvjshow.com and said, my son is just turning 18 and is a senior in high school, and he got an offer to go to Los Angeles to be a part of a new reality show. Now, from what I understand, the reality show is going to be big. It's kind of like a new Bachelor type series. And he also got an offer to do some modeling while he's out there. Hey, now. Both jobs are under the same agency, so it seems like they're already getting him some paying gigs. The problem, though, is my son would have to drop out of high school, missing the remainder of his senior year. Now, my wife says that he needs to go to L.A. because she thinks this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. She thinks he should drop out of school and pursue being a reality star. My opinion is that there's no guarantee that this new reality show even gets picked up. His agency is giving him $15,000 up front just to show that they mean business. And if he stays in school, he'll lose the gig. What should he do? What are your thoughts?
Dang.
Okay.
If it was my kid and this was in front of us, I would go to LA, and you can still do school online. You can still get your high school diploma. You can still finish all that and do it in LA.
Yeah.
You can do both. You don't have to pick one or the other. I think staying here and passing up the gig may mean his ship sails, and that would be really sad if he doesn't get these opportunities ever again.
I think you should go to LA and take this gig because you're young, and if it doesn't work out, you can get your GED. There's ways you can get your high school diploma, especially if your parents are being a good, I don't know, just a good influence.
Well, I think one of the parents should go with him if you can.
If you can.
Go out there and help him a little bit. Help him navigate this new career as a model and as a reality show star that's getting paid money up front, which that's awesome.
Yeah, people in the chat room going $15,000. That's not much money, but I think that's just an upfront kind of a fee. And if he's successful, he'll make more money with it.
It actually sounds like a lot to get up front.
It actually is a lot to get up front.
I don't think a lot of people get paid that much up front to go out and see if they're going to hit as a reality star or as a model.
I just have known a lot of people that have, they dropped out of high school and they got their GED and they're wildly successful.
Yeah, I am all about taking opportunities.
Yes.
You've got to take them. If something bubbles up like that, take it. Now, this is coming from a college dropout, and I did the same thing. I had a radio opportunity that came up, and I dropped out of school.
It worked out.
Do it.
It worked out for you.
It did. And, getting the opportunity was more important for my life and what I wanted to do than it was staying in and getting that diploma that nobody would look at anyway and care about.
And everything's a gamble in life. You may go out there and it may not work out, and you still may have to go get your GED, and you may only get 15,000, and that's it.
But think about it. Even if it doesn't work out, all the lessons you will learn on this journey. You're learning, risk and reward.
Yeah.
You're learning what it's like to go to a new town and try to make friends and start fresh and navigate a new place. And it's an adventure.
Yeah, it is.
And I think someone giving you 15 grand to go have an adventure is an awesome opportunity.
Yeah, I'm all for that. And to me, I think those are pretty easy. When you're young and you're dealing with a field of diminishing returns, whether it be an athlete or maybe it's an actor, you got to take those opportunities and you got to play to your youth, because that is one of the big reasons why you're in that position in the first place, is your age.
They don't call dudes in their 50s and 60s for modeling gigs. They just don't.
Let's look at the worst case scenario. He goes out there, it's a complete failure, nothing happens. All right, you come back to Florida, take your GED, you got your high school diploma, then you can start making some other moves.
Or you stay out in LA and you keep grinding. You can do your GED there.
Totally, exactly.
Now, I think this might be a bigger gamble when you're talking about doing something right now, because, we do have a pandemic going on. We got a little bit of a down economy going on. There are challenges and struggles happening with that. And Jaybird, you said you got a buddy that wants to open up an escape room.
I told him, I don't know, are escape rooms, are they going off right now?
That's a good question.
I told him to hold off just to see how the pandemic's going. That was my advice, because I've known some people that have opened up some escape rooms, and it was really hot on the front end, and then boy oh boy did it cool off quickly, and they struggled financially.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's the best business venture to go off on.
Where's he wanting to open this up?
Jupiter, Stewart area, northern Palm Beach County. I know Stewart's not in Palm Beach County, but that's sort of northern.
I mean, people aren't really the thing about escape rooms is you go and there's a bunch of other people you don't know, in the room with you, and you're all working together to figure out this puzzle. It's not really COVID friendly unless you go with 10 people in your own family.
But now it's such a niche group.
It's such a niche thing.
Yeah, and the timing.
The timing. I was just driving in Jupiter yesterday, and I almost started crying because they closed Cheeseburgers and More.
Dang.
It's done.
That place is a staple.
That place is a staple. It's like a local Chuck E. Cheese. Cheeseburgers and More, we used to go there all the time. And they had a huge playroom area with games, and they have bounce houses, and they had a full bar, which Mama loves a full bar.
That place has been around for a long time. It's been, I think, a couple different names, but that whole place has been there. It's
done.
Wow.
Shut down.
I was a teenager going there.
Done. It's gone.
I was 16 driving there.
So just think about that as you're thinking about starting a business that encourages groups of people to come out like Cheeseburgers and More did.
Yeah.
Things are closing that encourage people to bring out groups of people.
Kignar in the chat room says Jupiter already had 2 escape rooms and they closed both of them.
Damn.
Yeah, that's not a solid model. And they were even, one, you got a pandemic. 2, I think you're talking about something that about 5 years ago was hot for a minute. And then it's one of those things where how often do people go back to? And you get repeat business. Places that are successful, they've got repeat customers.
Once you solve that puzzle in that room, you're never going to go back to that room again. You've got and places that have multiple rooms. Okay, maybe you can visit the place 3 or 4 times.
Now, I got much love for the escape room. I think they're a lot of fun.
It's super fun, but I mean, I'm not that smart, so I don't really love them that much because you kind of have to be smart to figure stuff out. And
Maybe you should open up a dumb escape room.
I like going to
A
the
dunce room?
escape room with smart people and watching them figure it out.
They give you the clues.
While I drink. That's fun.
I will say, about 45 minutes in the one time I did it, I was like, all right, guys, you got to help me out here. I don't know about keys and puzzles and all these clues.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to put a call out too, just for places that are closing. Is there something like a Cheeseburgers and More that you've noticed? I just saw that 2J's at downtown The Gardens shut down.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my cut too.
They closed that location. Now they did, come out of the Chapter 11 bankruptcy. I guess okay, but part of that is they're, looking at maybe places that weren't performing as well, and that was one that they shut down.
How is downtown The Gardens doing? Is it?
I don't know.
I don't even go in.
I haven't been there in a while, and even when I was there, I think even pre-pandemic, it was pretty quiet. I mean, Yard House continues to do
They
well.
have construction on half of it because
Yeah.
over by the carousel, you couldn't even go left where you would have gone to go
Really?
walk over there. So
Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on the inside.
That place fluctuates. It's hot for a little while, and then it just cools right off. And,
It's event driven too.
Yeah.
And guess what? There's no events right now.
I love it there.
I do too.
Yard House is one of my all-time favorite restaurants. I love
Yeah.
that place.
It's a cute little setup. When the weather is great, it's perfect. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but he's an adult. My buddy's gonna do what he wants to do anyway. So, do you, dog?
why don't you do this? Let's get a name and number of some other people we know in the escape room business and let him talk to them.
Yeah.
Because they have some very smart insight.
I mean,
Our friends that did the one downtown, we can just put them right in touch.
I wonder. There's probably a lot of people that want to open up a business but are scared. I mean, what would be a good business to open up right now? Is there even a business that you could start and feel confident about it being successful?
Somebody's saying tell your buddy to open up an axe throwing place. The one in Fort Pierce is booming.
People need to get out their aggression.
Yeah.
It's got alcohol, which people need right now.
They had. I remember they had. I think it was in a different country, but they had those smash rooms. You pay money and you go in there and you just break a bunch of crap and then you leave.
It's such a dude thing.
Yeah.
Somebody's reminding us too. Yeah, Pizza Girls on Clematis had closed down.
Yep, we knew that. That's devastating.
That was one of the places. So yeah, it is going to be an interesting time for new business. What is going to work? Who's going to open up, and how are they going to do?
It's gutsy, man. It's a gutsy move.
Yeah, it is. Well, I am a big believer in trying to get out there as much as you can and as much as your conscience will allow you, especially an outdoor setting, to go out there and try to pump some money back into the local economy and keep some of these places afloat. I do feel that obligation where it's like, hey, if I don't get out there, these places I used to love to go pre-pandemic, I'm not going to be able to go to post-pandemic. So as much as I possibly can, and I've always liked the places that have kind of a little bit of the outdoor open air, and they're finding that seems to be the safer part of it. As some of the coronavirus cases are starting to surge, I think it's up like 50% in the U.S. They're saying a lot of it's maybe the cooler weather, especially up north, that's driving people back indoors, and that seems to be where a lot of the cases happen, is being indoors, closed spaces with people that are talking. You get outside, it seems like you're all good. So I thought we'd roll the dice and try something a little bit different here today. The KVJ draft. We're going to do South Florida bars today. Now, here's basically what the qualifying is for this. It's a place that you would go just to drink. Now, they can have food, so it could be kind of like a restaurant type place as well, but you would go just if you were going to have a couple drinks with some friends and hang out. That has to be the main draw. So we'll even throw breweries in on this.
Question: Can it be a bar of the past that no longer exists?
I think it's got to be places
Okay.
Because you want people to be able to use this list.
Yeah.
Whatever we build, hopefully it can help people that want to go places.
And you may be like, oh, I never even heard of that, but they love it, so maybe that'll work out. Yeah, so that's kind of what it is. Places that we know are currently open that you would go. And there's a couple, I think, quick grabs that people are going to want to get. So I think today it's going to be very important to try to get early in the KVJ draft rather than later. because there's a few you want to get within the top 3 that could be off the board fast. So we'll get to that coming up here. And I also wanted to remind you that coming up in just an hour and a half, we got the KVJ Workday Grocery Giveaway. Everybody won yesterday. They were all winners.
Nice.
9, 2, and 5 p.m. Every person heard their name. Every person called back within 10 minutes. Every person got $200 in free groceries.
Good job, guys.
That's very nice. So we're going to do it at 9 a.m. this morning. If you're not registered yet, go to WRMF.com to do so. Today for the KVJ draft, we're going to be drafting out the best bars in South Florida. Now, this is a place that you would primarily go to drink. Now, they can have food and you could get an appetizer while you're there, but this isn't where you would go to eat first. You would go, they have a bar area that you would hang out and you and your friends would just have some drinks. So, you know, you could have like a restaurant that's tagged into it. You could go there to watch sports. You could also go to a brewery. That would also count in what we're doing for the draft here today. So any place that you go just to primarily get some drinks is what we would count here. Now, there's a couple of heavy hitters that I think near the top of the list you probably want to try to get. So I think getting a good draw here early is how you want to start. We draw a playing card. I got the 8 of diamonds. See who gets to do their picking first. Virginia, what'd you draw?
Jack of Hearts.
Okay, Virginia's got me on that. Okay, Jaybird.
I drew a 1. How's that possible? Nah, I drew a 2. Close, though.
Oh, one.
Okay.
Yeah, you got 2.
got
You are
two.
the king of 2s.
I'm up there.
Yeah. Danny's what you got?
I got a 5.
Oh, mijo.
He's got a 5, and Suits has a 3.
Wow.
Okay, interesting.
Soups.
Okay, all right. So Virginia starts off the draft. Then it is me, Denny's, Suits, and Bird has that coveted last spot where he gets to pick twice in a row. Okay, Virginia, you start us off here on the draft today.
In the first pick of the whole entire shindig, I am going with the Square Grouper.
Oh, it's a fine choice.
I love it. It's local. You know, I'm a North County
Yeah.
girl. I think it's fun. The only thing I don't like about it is you can't bring kids, but I guess in a certain way that's kind of good too.
That is good because people like to drink when they go there.
I know,
I
but-
mean, heavy.
I don't want to have to leave my kids in the car again while I'm drinking. And can I get an amen?
Is that the Alan Jackson bar?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where he did the video there. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's fun.
Okay, with my first pick, I get to go next here in the South Florida Bar Draft. I'm going to go with Duffy's. Duffy's is the one I'm going to draw out. Love going there, sitting at the bar, watching some sports, lots of TVs, lots of locations to choose from in South Florida. And if you get an app, you got it right there at Duffy's. So-
Okay, so we are a chained restaurant. You get you get all of them.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Where there's a
Interesting.
Duffy's location. That's why I said there's a couple of heavy hitters that would count there. It's just primarily a place that you would go to drink, but I go to Duffy's not to eat, to have some beverages. Okay, next up, we got Denny's here in the draft.
I'm going to go with Guanabanas.
Oh.
Okay.
It's a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
Great atmosphere.
It's a great place to bring tourists.
It is. It is.
Is that because it rhymes with marijuana?
Yes. That's how all my decisions are made.
If you get one of those little cubby tables, like along the water, you can totally blaze at Guanabanas and no one would know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure how they feel about it, but that place reminds me of the Ewoks' home. I love
It
it.
does.
It is a gorgeous place, absolutely. And I have gone there just to drink. So, all right, let's see here. Next up, we have got Suits here checking in with the next pick in the South Florida Bar Draft. Which place are you going to go with here, Suits?
I am going to take Copper Blues.
Oh, fine choice.
Wow, that is a great pick by Suits. That is, they're at City Place, and they've got one also, I think it's Kendall is where they got the other location. So they got 2 locations in South Florida to choose from. Great craft beer selection. They got the live music, just cool decor. So not a bad pick there, Suits. All right, Bird, you get the next 2.
I just hope no one picks the other one. I'm between two right now, but I got to go with this one only because I have drank many, many alcoholic beverages here. I know a lot of people have hooked up at this place. Can I
Okay.
get some love for Swampgrass Willie's?
Nice. That was my next
Swampgrass
pick.
Willie's in Palm Beach Gardens.
There you go.
I love the swamp, Virginia.
I know you
Okay.
do.
It's my kind of crowd.
Okay, and you get the next pick as well.
Oh, very nice.
Wow.
I'm going to go with Waterway Cafe. I love Waterway. It's beautiful there.
Yeah.
Is it Rich who's the owner?
Yeah, Rich
Yeah.
runs a fantastic place there. It's absolutely amazing. They've got the bar right out there, right on the Intercoastal at PGA Boulevard.
That's where we had my high school reunion at, and I had an open tab, and I get my open tab. It was like $800. Like, what?
Eh,
Well, everybody heard you had an open tab, and they were like, cool, put this on his open
The
tab.
class of 95 put everything on my tab.
I love it.
Okay, let's see. We're back up to Suits with the next pick here, picking out South Florida bars, places you would go to drink in South Florida. What is your pick, Suits?
I'm going to take E.R. Bradley's.
Very
That's
solid
good.
pick. Yeah. Suits is he's getting it today. Very nice. Okay, Denny's, it is back up to you with the next pick.
So Bird took Swampgrass Willie's, which is what I was going to pick second, but I'm going to jump over to Respectable Street down on Clematis. Respectables. I spent a lot of time drinking there.
Okay. Yeah, that's 500 block, right? Is it?
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
You're so emo.
He is.
That's where I did a majority of my drinking down in West Palm.
Okay, let me see here. Wow, you guys picked some solid places. I think what I'm going to go with for my next pick is I got to go with Sailfish Marina. That's where
That's
I
a-
met the Mexican Queen.
It's a great date place.
Yeah, it is. So I have to pick that one. Okay, Virginia, you got the next pick. South Florida bar here. In fact, you got your next two and three.
This
What do you
one's
think?
tricky.
Please.
I'm torn. I am going to go the seafood bar at the Breakers.
I knew you were going to
Fancy
take that.
pants.
I love it. They just redid it in the past few years. So it's not even
Yeah.
the seafood bar that you remember from years ago. It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And the view, it's spectacular.
Okay.
You're sitting at a bar and it is an aquarium. Okay?
Sounds
That's
nice.
true. Yeah, can't argue that. All right, you get the next pick too, Virginia.
Oh, I do.
Yeah,
Oh, this is great.
I know.
All right, I'm going to go 1000 North.
1000 North, that's Michael Jordan's place.
It is. It's right at the Jupiter Inlet. You can come by boat. You can walk up. You can drive up. They've got an outside dining area called the Terrace, and they've got a private club on the second level that's very exclusive, and it's fabulous.
Okay, very nice. All right, Virginia's got her three, the Square Grouper, Seafood Bar at the Breakers, and 1000 North, very North Palm Beach for you, Virginia.
Well, I stay close to home. Cheaper Uber.
I feel like some people I know are gonna get mad because I'm not staying in their bar.
Yeah.
Who's going to get mad?
I can honestly give you 4 different names right now.
Okay, with my final pick, I'm going to spread it out a little bit because I like to have different places to go. And I think one of the best setups for a bar anywhere is the Wharf in Fort Lauderdale. It is right on the Intercoastal. It is right downtown. It is open air. They've got cornhole out there. They've got food trucks out there permanently. It is a really cool setup. So I'm going to go with the Wharf in Fort Lauderdale for my final pick. All right, Denny's, what do you got?
I'm also going Fort Lauderdale, a place that I love down there, Riverside Market South.
Oh my gosh, that is
Probably
great...
the coolest place to drink at.
Oh man,
They got food,
yes.
tons of beer to choose
That's
from.
where you go in, you get your beer right out of the cooler, and they've
Yep.
got you pop it right there. The openers are hanging from the ceiling.
Yep.
Gosh, I love that. Okay, Riverside Market South. Good call. Okay.
It's so hard to pick just
It
three.
is.
I
It
mean,
We're leaving a gazillion
Oh, we
places.
are. No, we are. I'm telling you, this is gonna cause drama.
Yeah, there's no way to get them all.
There's no way. There's
No.
really not. I've got 5 local ones that are all equally awesome.
Yeah, I know. I've got 35. There's just too many. Suits. All right, you got the final pick for you here. What are you going to add to Copper Blues and ER Bradley's?
This is a tough one. Like you guys said, there are so many great places, but just because of the beach vibe and how great the whole place is, I'm going to Das Craft Beer and Pizza right there on Singer Island.
Very cool.
good
They got a
pick.
great bar and an awesome view.
Yeah.
Hey, Suits, could you take the that phone out of your mouth, please?
Are you eating your phone?
No?
Oh, there you go. You're better. You're better.
All right.
Really, then.
Bird, you got the final pick of the KVJ draft here today. South Florida bars, places you would primarily go to drink.
Oh, man. Which one? Which one?
I know. You got Swamgrass Willie's and Waterway Cafe so far.
I go to this place a lot, especially before the pandemic. I got to be honest. The Brew House Gallery in Lake Park.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. Okay.
You're a Lake Park guy.
I'm a Lake Park guy.
It's real close to your favorite
Yeah.
pizza shop.
It is, man.
I mean, you can stumble over there with one eye closed.
Well, I just look back at how many places I drank last year, and a lot of them were at that place.
It's
the
an
Brew House
awesome
Gallery.
place.
It's beautiful. I love it. I'm
Yeah.
glad Lake Park's doing good things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like you said, I mean, we could have easily gone 10 deep. I mean, there's places like your Mulligan's and Miller's Ale House and Bow Campers and Sandbar and Delray and Funky Buddha in Oakland Park and blah, 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 blah,
Das
blah.
Beer Garden.
Due South and
Suits
yeah.
picked it.
Oh, did he? Okay. Jeez,
Yeah.
I couldn't understand.
Thanks for paying attention.
I couldn't understand him. He was talking like Jodie Foster.
Look, Bossy's Tap 42. It's Grease. Yeah. Desert
Pirates
Glory.
Well.
Yeah. Pirates Well. Absolutely.
Old Key Limehouse.
Pirates
Twisted
Well.
Trunk.
Key Limehouse.
Yeah. Johnny Brown's. Yeah. There's just too many.
There's no way
No.
to do this right.
There's no way.
There's
no.
no
Oh,
way.
jeez.
Yeah, to get them all. So you had to come up with your 3 strongest. Virginia again went with the Square Grouper. She went with the Seafood Bar at the Breakers and 1000 North, very North Palm Beach. We'll see if that wins her the tournament. I've got Duffy's, Sailfish Marina, and the Wharf in Fort Lauderdale, a mix of sports and drinking on the water.
Stop trying to sell your list.
Yeah.
Denny's has
Yeah, no kidding.
absolutely.
Whoever did this list obviously got the point of the game.
Yeah.
Diversified, beautiful.
Denny's has got Guanabanas. He's got the cool water feel. He's got Respectable Street, the hipsters, and you went double hipster with Riverside Market.
Yeah, I'm a regular man.
Yeah. Suits, strong picks with Copper Blues, ER Bradley's, and Doss Craft Beer and Pizza on Singer Island. And then Bird's got Swampgrass Willie's, a staple, the beautiful Waterway Cafe on the Intercoastal, and then his favorite brew house gallery in Lake Park in his hometown.
The Blue Anchor that's haunted. That's another one.
Delray has so many. You could have done it just, we could have done bars in Delray. You could have done bars in whatever individual town.
This one's coming up a lot. Boston's on the beach.
Boston's on the
Oh,
beach.
I love that.
I actually had Sandbar, which is right next door. Same guys.
Sandbar is a great spot. Have you been there?
I think I have.
It's like outdoorsy. It's
I
like
think
it's
okay.
got beach. It's got sand.
Okay, I think I haven't.
It's Sandbar,
Yeah.
literally right next door to Boston's.
I only went with the Wharf because I didn't have any Broward, so I wanted to get a Broward in there. But yeah, to me, they're both equally fantastic places.
There's like 10 more we didn't put. You know?
I hear ya.
There's like so many.
I pretty much stayed in a 5-mile radius.
Okay. All right, we'll post those up there. You can vote on who has the best list. It's going to be on our Facebook page here in just a bit. And anything we left off the list, of course, you can always let us know about it. 877-979-WRMF. Yeah, a lot of good places that we also missed on the best places to go grab a drink in South Florida. Brass Ring, Flanagan's. I love Flanagan's. There is something about that. Man, Terra Firmata Tiki Bar. All the great places on Singer Island. Boy, that place is popping with Johnny Longboats, Two Drunken Goats. You got Mulligan's right there. That is a good little spot.
You bring up Flanagan's, and it always makes me just go right to those ribbed. They have ribs in
Riblets.
in the egg rolls.
Riblets.
Oh my gosh, egg rolls with ribs inside, Virginia.
It sounds lovely.
No,
Yeah.
it is.
It's good. Yeah. Tap 42, Park Tavern. Spruzzo's is a place that's just popping. That's on top of the Bend, downtown West Palm. Nice little water view there.
Yeah, I've heard great things. I haven't been, but I see lots of people going.
Yeah, Benny's on the beach. I've gone there just to grab a cocktail.
Love it. I was just there 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. YOLO in Lauderdale. No, we did an event there one time. So, a lot of good stuff in Funky Buddha.
There's too many places.
There is. But we'll see who winds up with just the 3 you could choose. Who chose the best 3? So, we'll see. Yeah, I think everybody wants to go drinking now. Everybody's in chat room be like, I need to get a drink.
It does kind of wet that whistle a little bit.
I know. I'm so ready for the weekend. I just want to turn this thing over and just get out of here. Go hit a bar right now.
Hey, you're in charge. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Any place open right now? We'll do the rest of the show from there.
If a bar's open right now, I don't think you want to be in there.
No, I don't know.
I think it might be some sad stories. It's 7:53. It's going to be kind of sad.
I love those places. All right, we got a round of the joke jury here. Denny's is bringing the comedy here today. It is our job to judge to see just how well he did. All right, Denny's, what you got for us today?
First joke, when do squares start to become attracted to other squares?
I don't know. When do they?
During puberty.
Puberty.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Stay away from the geometry joke.
I can't tell if I really love it or I really hate it. I can't
Go either way.
Puberty.
You got me in stitches either
Oh,
way.
yeah.
Somehow. Okay.
This second joke's for Bird here.
Uh-huh.
Second joke, what does Cobra Commander do when he's at an open mic?
I don't know. What does he do?
He tells GI jokes.
Okay, right? Right?
I'm more laughing
Hello?
I'm laughing at Virginia's face. I think.
Gee, I
love that you thought of me, kid.
Yes,
I think it's a very heartwarming.
It's like personal comedy.
It is for an audience of one.
Yeah.
It's like trying to watch a guy with no feet run a race. You're like, oh.
I get it. Let's see if I can turn it around with this third joke. What do they mark bartenders as if they don't show up for class?
I don't know. What do they mark him as?
Absinthe.
Absinthe. Right? Right? You're not here. You're absinthe.
You didn't get any laughs. We got some.
You're like, it works.
Which is what you want as a comedian.
I like that lukewarm response, yeah. Let's see. Fourth joke for you guys. What do you call a snake that does street magic?
I don't know. What do you call it?
Hiss Angel.
Oh, no.
Oh, his.
Chris Angel.
His angel.
It's getting a little warm in here.
I love to see that. His Angel.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight at Mallory Square.
You've been watching that magic show still, aren't you?
I'm watching this Wizard Wars show, so
Yeah.
magic's
What
been
is
real.
it?
Oh, me and Danny's are getting into magic. Not to cut off
you
a
are?
set, but yeah, we're both getting
Oh,
into.
so this is inspired by your side trip to magic?
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of magic lately. So.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. Just,
Oh, I can't wait for the Denny's Magic Show.
And of course, it's very sober. It's very sober.
yeah, Bird was showing interest in doing magic.
Oh, yeah. He could be your assistant. You could saw him in half.
Oh, there we go.
I'll be your teller.
Yes, to my pen. Yes.
Okay.
Slide of hamburger hands.
Oh,
Dang, don't let her upstage you.
Virginia, who said it?
Don't let the audience upstage
But Denny's on the stage. Come on. Virginia's like that heckler in the crowd's trying to be funnier than the comedian.
Get the spotlight back over
Yeah,
here.
hey, go on. Hey, got one more joke.
I could tell you needed my help.
Yes, no, actually, it was welcomed. Final joke. Let's wrap this thing up here. How do people with foot fetishes get over breakups so quickly?
I don't know. How do they?
Because bros before toes.
Bros before toes. I liked it. All right, there you go. Daddy's joke jury. Okay, we're going to see if we can guess people's age here today, just with a few questions. Got to get within 3 years of their age for it to be considered a win. Okay, so here we go. We're going to be starting off here with Ashley in Coral Springs. Hello, Ashley.
Hi.
Okay, we're going to try to guess your age. We're just going to fire a couple questions at you before we make our guess. My first question is, tell me a song that takes you straight back to your high school days, something that reminds you of high school.
Boom Boom Pow.
Oh, gosh. That is just so 2000 and late.
Okay, yeah.
The worst song ever written. Right? Can I get an amen on that?
I don't know if I
I could
agree.
be so wrong too.
It's a good clue. All right, Virginia, what's a question you've got here for Ashley? Trying to guess her age.
Describe to me the dress you wore to prom.
It was a tight white lace dress with straps.
Okay. All right, Jaybird, you got a question?
When you want to watch Full House, are you watching it with or without the Olsen twins? What version?
With.
Aha.
Okay, you got it, huh?
Got it. I'm
You
zoned
got
in.
it?
Yeah, I got
You
it.
figured it out?
Absolutely.
Okay, I am going to say that Ashley is 30 years old. Virginia, what's your guess?
She's 31.
Jaybird.
It's 28.
She's 28. Okay, all right. 28, 30, and 31. Okay, how old are you actually, Ashley?
38.
Damn it!
Oh, man, we all whiffed on that one. Wow.
Well played, my friend.
Okay, yeah, I bit too hard on the boom boom pow.
I did too. That's what threw me off.
Sorry, I'm not really good at that. I was like, I couldn't really think of anything from high school.
Okay.
No, you nailed it.
Yeah, man, fooled us. Thank you very much for playing, Ashley.
Thank you.
Okay, 0 for 1 so far. We got to get better at this, guys.
Oh, I see what she's saying. Boom Boom Pow wouldn't have been in high school for her. That's
I
too
guess
long.
not.
Yeah, I mean, she had been in high school 20 years ago.
Yeah, 2008, right?
Yeah, I mean,
12 years ago.
she would have been. If she's, how old was she?
She was 38.
Yeah, she was in high school 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure. Boom Boom Pow. Yeah, never mind. I'm trying to figure it out.
Again, we shouldn't do math. It's always a bad thing for
Ends
us.
in a lot of confusion. Okay, let's go with Justin here from Lake Worth. Hello, Justin.
What up, KVJ?
What up? Okay, we're going to try to guess your age here with a series of questions. My question is, what is your favorite movie from when you were a kid? Or just one movie that you absolutely love when you were a kid?
I like the movie Spider-Man, but with Tobey Maguire in it.
Ah.
Okay, is there a certain one, two, or three of those?
I'm going to go with 3.
Okay, 3 you really liked. Okay. Virginia, what question do you have for Justin?
When you first had alcohol, what was the first alcohol you had?
Tequila.
Tequila.
Jay Bird?
Tell me about the Big Powder Puff game. Tell me about what happened that night. What was the atmosphere like? What music was playing?
The Powder Puff game?
Is this on? Powder Puff. It's a football. It's a football thing in high school.
I don't know what that is.
Never mind. I'm not good at this game, clearly. Tell me who was your. Okay, how about this? Who is your crush growing up? Famous crush.
You want the name?
Yeah, the famous crush that you had growing up.
Famous crush, I'll say Vanessa Hudgens.
Okay.
Vanessa Hudgens, okay. You're looking at, 15, okay. 2007. Favorite movies from 13 years ago. Okay, so I am going to say that he is, my guess is that Justin is 27 years old. Virginia?
I'm going 31.
Okay. Jaybird?
He is 28 without a doubt.
28 without a doubt. Justin, how old are you?
I am 23.
Damn it, Justin.
Oh, dang it.
Too damn good.
He's a baby.
He's a child.
He's good. I was the closest, but I was 4 off. Stumped again. We're 0 for 2 on this.
I don't know if this is our game.
Yeah, it hurts my brain.
All right, let's see if we can get one here. One more try. We got Cesar here from Green Acres. Hello.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Good. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Just a quick shout out to the YouTube Nation Pickle Squad, please.
Oh, yeah.
Pickle Squad.
Okay.
Pickle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, my question for you, Cesar here, and guess your age. We got to try to get within 3 years. Tell me about your preferred social media platform. The year that you got on your favorite social media platform was what?
Oh, dude, MySpace all the way. All this customization.
What was it?
MySpace. I love the
MySpace.
customization on MySpace.
MySpace was your favorite. And what year did you sign up there on MySpace? You remember?
Oh, jeez, I'm not even sure.
Oh, okay. That was a while ago.
I think it's probably sophomore year of high school.
Okay. All right.
I've already figured them out. I already got it. Don't even need any more.
Okay. You got it, huh? All right. Well, you still get to ask a question here. Virginia, what do you got for your question for Cesar here trying to guess his age?
Tell me about the posters you had on your wall growing up. Who'd you have up there?
Oh. We had a little M&M, a little DMX. I was a gamer, so we had some Halo posters up there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Very telling. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Bird?
Tell me what an 18-year-old Cesar would be doing. What kind of restaurants would be in the food court? Picture yourself back in the food court when you were 18. What do you see?
Well, Sabaros, which is still there in most food courts. That was the jam. There was the cookie joint. Can't remember the name of it for the life of me. A lot of various Chinese restaurants.
You've given me nothing,
Probably
Cesar.
Sabaros is probably the big one.
Yeah,
Sabaros is probably the big one.
There's nothing I got out of
Not
that
helping
one.
you out?
No, there's nothing there.
Nothing.
Well, Bert, you got to ask a better question, my friend.
Damn.
Right. Don't blame the answer, right?
No.
Don't hate the answer, hate the question. Ain't that right, Cesar? Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Your questions.
Yeah.
I got you.
hear
That don't
brother.
even matter. I got you figured out already.
Okay, I'll let you start then, Bird. How old is Cesar?
He is 32 and a half years old.
32 and a half.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Virginia, what do you think?
I think he's 31.
Gonna go 31. Okay, and to cover our bases here, I am going to go with 34. How old, Cesar?
Kevin, you're the closest. 37, just like Denny's.
Wow.
37,
Just like Denny's.
just within 3. That actually counts as a win for KVJ. First one we got. Very nice. Okay. Well, thank you very much, and thanks for giving the shout-out to the Pickle Squad there. We appreciate it, Cesar.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Okay.
You too.
You're welcome. Dude is on it. Very nice. Did you guys see that Hormel is giving away bacon-scented masks?
I did.
Who is?
The bacon company, Hormel.
Hormel?
Yeah,
That's
you
how
never
you-
heard of them?
I have not.
It's a guy. His name is Mel. He sleeps around a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, he throws it.
He earned that name. Yeah.
They want to have like masks smell like bacon, but do you really want your mask to smell like bacon?
I just feel like if I had a mask that smelled like pizza, my favorite food, it would constantly make me hungry.
Yeah, I think it would be more of a curse.
And then when you're full, do you really want to smell food? I'm talking when you're full as a bull.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah, you don't want to think about eating.
What would be the ideal smell that you would want for your mask?
Probably like a chocolate cream pie.
Yeah?
Ooh, yes. That would be nice.
See, I'm going with like a lavender or something like that. In fact, I'm wondering, are people scenting their masks now? Because I had one the other day where we were going into basketball for my son inside a gym, and she's like, "Where's your mask?" I'm like, "I don't know what's going on with me. I am forgetting my mask all the time now." And she's like, "Well, borrow one of mine." And I put it on my face, and I swear it smelled like a fart. I don't know if she was wearing this thing in her back pocket, but it was it was like torture. I'm like, is this the mask or is that you? I can't tell what's going on
I wouldn't
here.
be borrowing anyone masks, dog.
Trust me, it was a lesson to not leave your mask at home.
You need to go whittle one out of your shirt in the parking lot.
I know.
I'd be like, I'll just wait in the car.
Right.
Today's not my day. I'm not going to be able to go in today.
It's terrible, but I could see that, they could be enjoyable if you actually took time to scent your mask. Would you do that?
Yes.
And what scent would you go with? Like you said, though, I think food would be torturous.
Food would be torturous because then you're going to want to just go consume all the time.
Instead of chocolate cream pie, I'm locking it in with Pine Sol. I love the way Pine Sol smells.
Pine Sol. Smells clean.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would go like a good old Febreze. Does anybody Febreze in their masks?
You totally could.
Yeah.
I want like a fresh Lysol. Lysol makes like a clean linen scent.
Nice fresh scent.
Yeah, that's all I want.
Yeah.
I love the smell of gasoline. But I don't know if that would be overbearing.
We can totally dip your mask in gasoline.
You would get high and pass out.
I think I would. I think that might be too strong.
Will you be mad if you pass out and then we do weird stuff to you and take pictures and post them?
Whatever. There's so many terrible pictures out there online.
Yeah, somebody's saying here, and this makes sense, that on their masks, they're doing lavender or chamomile, and it is actually helping to keep their stress levels down. I'm like, that's actually pretty smart.
The whole aromatherapy world is something we as humans don't delve into, but when you have things smell really nice in your atmosphere, it does make you a little bit more at peace.
And I would be more apt to want to wear a mask, because honestly, I don't want to wear a mask, but I do because it's what we got to do. But yeah, if you had like a great essential oil or something in there that was, kind of like alleviating
calming,
stress and was just enjoyable, I'm like, you know what? I like having that mask on.
Is watermelon too food-like for you?
Yes, because I love watermelon.
But girls wear watermelon neck stuff, perfume, I guess you would call it, body lotion, watermelon stuff.
Somebody said my grandson has a little pocket in his. He put a mint in it in case his breath smells. Have you done that where you have the mask on and you're going, oh my gosh, my breath is kicking?
Yes.
And you're like, oh, man, I can't talk to anybody. I got to keep this thing on.
Thank God for the mask.
Yeah. You're outside. Everybody's got their mask off, but you still have yours on. No, I'm just really worried about coronavirus.
What's gross is if you eat something, garlicky or oniony, and then you put the mask right back on, you're going to have garlic breath in there.
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
You're going to have a funk in there. No doubt about it. All right. Any thoughts on that? 877-979-WRMF. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, got some makeup or breakup situations for you. People wanting to run through that are thinking about booting their significant other. We got them for you next.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Are you a makeup or breakup on these here? Got a couple of emails people have been sending in saying, what do you think about my relationship? Stay in it or end it? This one says, I love my boyfriend and would be happy spending all of my free time with him. I'd even watch football with him. But he likes doing that with his guy friends. None of them bring their girlfriends or wives, so he says it would be weird if he brought me. He has some friends from college, and he watches all the Florida Gator games together on Saturdays with them. And then on Sunday, he has some work friends that he watches the NFL games with. Friday night is our date night, but I would like more of his weekend. He doesn't seem willing to compromise on this. Would this be a makeup or a breakup for you? Well, the one thing is it sounds like it's a fall problem. It's something that happens 3 months out of the year. And other than that, I mean, unless he just gravitates and it's like, well, now we got to watch baseball on Saturday and Sundays.
Oh, boy, that'd be rough.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, think about it. If you tried to pull that on the Queen, Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be watching football without you. Like, that doesn't show that you want to put your relationship as a priority, and maybe that's not the guy for you.
Okay. All right. So his weekends in the fall are dedicated to buddies. She's not invited. They do get a Friday night date night.
They're on different pages, and I don't know if this is going to work out.
Okay.
They want different things. He wants to watch football with his buddies, and she's not invited.
And I don't think either one of them should compromise what they want. Like, he should be allowed to do his football with his buddies. It's important to him, and that's what he wants to do. But she's saying, I want to spend time with you on the weekends. And he's like, And so they just want different things.
And she's not invited.
She can't even go?
Which,
Yeah.
you guys are clearly on different pages.
Yeah.
Clearly.
How this is going to work out?
Okay.
No.
Universal breakup here on this one.
Walls Pennington, I'm out.
Yeah, not working. Okay. This email here says, I caught my boyfriend on multiple occasions pleasuring himself to photos of girls that we both know from high school on Instagram.
Wait, you caught him? Like you walked in?
I mean, it sounds like
Multiple occasions? Dude.
He's sloppy.
He's the most sloppiest.
It's not that he is looking at material, and that's not what bothers me. It's just that he is looking at people that we both know. I said, to me, I think this is cheating, and he completely disagrees.
Okay, here's why this guy is a pig, because if this is happening on multiple occasions, he is sloppy. He's not respecting what's going on. If you're able to walk in on him and find him on multiple occasions, he does not care about your feelings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
you hide that
a
stuff.
respectable guy,
You hide it.
He's going to find a cave, or he's going to bury himself in a garden, or he's going to...
You don't celebrate it in front of your girl. You just don't.
You're like an animal. You're like, I got to go find a dark corner somewhere.
You're not being respectful. Walls Pennington has heard enough. I'm out.
And it does seem like there should be some kind of unspoken rule that you can't go with somebody we know, right?
Well,
I mean,
if you do, don't let me catch you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because this is one of those attainable chicks that, we hang out with them. It's weird. And now I have to think about that when I see you in the same room as her. And every time you look at her, I know what you're thinking about. It's just, you've put me in a weird mental state over here.
And I don't think it's cheating. I think the fact that you're doing it is disrespectful.
Yeah.
On any side.
And he's dumb because he keeps getting caught.
Yeah.
Is he dumb, or is he just selfish?
He doesn't care enough.
Yeah, that's what it is.
To keep it a secret.
I mean, you got to be really careful when you do that activity.
Being a guy at my age, I hear a lot of descriptions of guys, and I get it. I've been through it. And I can really hear if a guy is at the stage where he wants to be in a relationship, one, and if he wants to be in a relationship with you, two. And in both of these situations that I'm hearing in these two emails, neither one of these guys want to either be in a relationship right now, or they don't really care to be in a relationship with you because they're lacking some serious respect and desire to be with you.
I mean, I'm just thinking, if I had a girlfriend and I caught her multiple times doing the deed to herself,
looking at pictures of
Kevin, Denny, and I keep finding her. To me, I'm thinking, you're doing this on purpose, or you just don't care. I'm out. Go pleasure. Go to Pleasure Town.
And what about this for a makeup or breakup? We got 2 breakups so far. You staying in this one, or are you getting out? This email said, when I met my boyfriend, I thought it was sweet that he was so close with his mom. His dad was never a part of the picture in his life, so I get their connection. But what I don't get is how he will tell his mom the most intimate details of our sex life. I found this out when his mom asked me why I didn't like a particular sexual act.
What?
Cleaning that up.
Oh my, I would have been floored.
I can tell what kind of act it was just by Kevin's face. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Kevin, that looks too natural. Stop.
That was very natural.
Virginia. He said it's unfair for me to ask him to change the type of relationship he has with his mom. Okay.
Anytime you're having intimate moments with somebody and then you ask them to not tell other people about it, and then you still go out and tell other people, you're the jerk. Because that's supposed to be between 2 people.
He's saying that you're trying to change the relationship I've always had with my mom. I've always done this with my mom, and so you're asking me to change something that I
break up with him. He's insane.
Yeah, you and your mom are too close.
That is weird, isn't it?
And your mom is weird because she's using this as a power move.
Yeah.
She's trying to show you that she's closer to him than you are.
True.
This is a a power move by Mama, and you should get away from these two.
Because what mom would bring that up to I mean, like, what?
A mom that wants to show you that she's closer than you are.
Yeah, it happens.
It's a power move.
But if you're in a relationship and someone's talking about the sex that you're having to other people and you're not comfortable with that, you have a right to not have other people know about your personal business. That ain't cool.
And he's trying to claim that you're trying to change the kind of relationship I have with my mom.
No.
He is in the wrong, but he's turning it around on you. You have to call him and his mama out.
Oh, you break out. This is a deal breaker. Done. Over. Walls Pennington.
So basically, if you're looking to end your relationship, come to us and say, get out. All of them, get out. Also, coming up here in just a couple of minutes, boy, yesterday on the show, we were talking about that reporter that had that little fling with the mayor of Anchorage, Alaska, and then kind of turned on him and then punched one of her bosses at the TV station in the face that she was having another affair with. And have you guys heard the voicemail that she left?
No.
Oh, my gosh. This chick is completely unhinged.
She's hot, too.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
You saw a picture?
Yeah.
You called it.
I pulled it up yesterday, and she's got dark hair, great body, blue eyes. Like, she's striking.
Crazy hot is how to describe her because she's nuts.
Yeah, crazy hot.
Crazy hot.
You got to hear this. I got it for you coming up in minutes. Wow, it's something to listen to. Denny's got to get him in here. We're going to do a who knows the bird better kind of thing. Virginia and Denny's will try to decide if they can tell if this is a Jaybird Google search or not.
Oh, okay.
We've gone into his searches
His
and
den of filth.
The fake ones are going to be tough, too.
Okay.
some of these he's looked for, some of these he has not. What's real, what is fake? You'll write down your answers. Got 5 questions here. We'll see if you can get a perfect score on this. Is this a Jaybird Google search? First one, how much does a hooker cost in South Florida? Is that a Jaybird Google search? Is that a yes or is that a no? Virginia, what'd you write down?
I wrote down yes. I think he did some stuff for the show.
Okay. Danny's, what'd you write down?
I wrote down no.
Wrote
I don't
down
know if even for
no.
the show why you'd look that up.
Okay. Denny's, you get the point.
I'm not looking for that. a lot of the weird ones though are for the show.
Yeah.
Let me just go and tell you that.
Okay. Is this a Jaybird Google search? Can you get arrested if you freak people out with fake blood? Can you get arrested if you freak people out with fake blood? Is that a yes or a no on a Jaybird Google search? Denny's, what did you write?
I wrote yes.
Okay, you wrote that is a
real search.
Okay. Virginia, what'd you write?
I wrote yes.
Okay, well, you both have a point. That is a win.
It's a legit question.
Y'all know me. That is a legit question. And yes, you can't get in trouble for it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, next one. Is this a real Jaybird Google search? Do dogs feel their owner's sadness?
Yeah.
Does that sound like something that the bird would Google? Yes or no? All right, Virginia, what'd you write down?
Yes.
I mean,
No doubt.
yeah, I wrote yes as well.
Yeah, you clearly. Yeah.
Hey, sometimes people, they get feelings that make them feel rough.
Oh.
Okay. Is this a Jaybird Google search? Why do people have sex with objects and not people? Okay. Why is it that people are doing that? Is Jaybird looking for that answer on Google?
Like, say, a sofa.
Yes. Or you might want to call it a love seat.
Love seat. Oh, yeah.
Right.
A lot of this is research.
Denny's, what'd you put?
It does sound like something Bird would search, yeah.
Okay. What did you put down, Virginia?
I agree, yes.
You are both correct on that.
Fascinating with that one woman who's in love with that tree. She humps the tree, Kevin. She's in a
Yeah.
relationship with it.
I know. I've seen this stuff. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Okay, got just one more here. Denny's up on Virginia by 1. What food is best to hump? What food is best to hump? Is that a real Jaybird Google search?
Everybody
Yes.
knows the answer is corn cob.
No, it's
Corn cob.
no. Well, maybe for you.
That's fine. What you want?
For me, I was thinking about using it on you.
Corn cob, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Some would go Hot Pocket, maybe.
Hot Pocket. Right out of the microwave.
Gotta let it cool down at least 30 seconds.
Nope.
Oh, man. Pain with your
Oh, the center, that's going to burn.
These are all things that I'm using on you.
No, I get it.
Virginia, would you put yes or no?
Please, yes.
Okay. Denny's.
I put no.
You put no, and no, they did not. Yeah.
Somebody's not being honest.
But now that we bring up the Hot Pocket, I'm thinking all these things.
Yeah. He's got something to do this afternoon. Denny's perfect score. Virginia got a 3 on that.
Nice, mijo.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Well played.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, just to recap, if you missed yesterday's whacked out news, we had the story about the mayor of Anchorage, Alaska, who wound up resigning Tuesday night after admitting to an inappropriate messaging relationship with a local reporter named Maria Athens is her name. Now, Ethan Berkowitz, who was the mayor of Anchorage, said that he had a consensual but inappropriate relationship with Maria Athens, who was working for the local Fox and ABC affiliated news station several years ago. Then this former anchor, Maria Athens, on Friday posted a video to her professional Facebook page alleging that Berkowitz uploaded an illicit photo of himself to an underage girl's website. She later posted to the page a nude image claiming it to be the mayor of Anchorage. Could you imagine that if you're living in Anchorage? Be like, oh my gosh.
That's got to be big news.
And I'm sure she's probably a recognizable name in that market, too.
Oh, definitely. She's really attractive. She's striking.
Well, the mayor, Berkowitz, then denied this reporter's claims as slanderous and categorically false. And she had then found herself in her own legal trouble on Friday when she was arrested at work later in the day for allegedly punching a station manager with whom she was romantically involved. So she's banging the mayor and her station manager. She outs one on her Facebook page and punches the other in the face.
So did they prove that the mayor didn't do that? Because everything I read said there's nothing alluding to that.
She's alleging all of this, and he's claiming that it's slanderous.
If they prove it's not real, because she sounds unhinged.
Yes.
Does she get punished for making that terrible thing up?
I would think so, yeah. These are pretty serious charges. Now, he did resign his post as mayor.
Uh-oh. If you didn't do anything, you don't resign.
He did admit to an inappropriate messaging relationship. That's what he's admitting to.
He said because his wife found out, he's just stepping down now.
Oh, okay. So all he was doing was messaging with her. He never actually met up with her.
I agree with you.
Come on. Do you really think we're that dumb?
Well, everybody in this scenario sounds like they're all unhinged a little bit.
Well, let me give you this evidence. This is Maria Athens, the reporter, and a voicemail she left for the now former mayor of Anchorage, Alaska, Ethan Berkowitz.
Ethan, it's Maria Athens from Fox ABC CW NewsNet National Alaska. I just learned through my Emmy award-winning journalism, you're also a pedophile and like little girls and children. And there's a website. I'm so f***ing exposing you. I'm going to get an Emmy. So you either turn yourself in, kill yourself, or do what you need to do. I will personally kill you and Mark Kimmel, my goddamn self, you piece of living shit. You have met your match, motherfucker. You have met your motherfucker match. I can't believe I am such a good person and thought I loved you. I don't even hate you. I will pray for your Zionist ass, you piece of loser. And I'm putting this on the news tonight. Bye. Have a great Friday, you motherfucker.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
To They were definitely. I mean, she said something about I thought I loved you. They were in. There's no way they didn't do something physical.
Listen to what he said. I had a consensual, inappropriate messaging relationship.
No.
Whatever. That girl's pissed. You don't get that kind of piss from messaging.
They definitely hooked up.
Definitely.
Do you think she's making it up about the
pedophile part? I don't know. I mean, we'll have to figure all that out. They definitely banged.
She's definitely crazy, though.
Oh, she's definitely unhinged.
Wow.
But, I mean, what's he doing? He's the mayor.
Yeah.
I mean,
like I said, everyone in this scenario is over the top. Just gross.
I will tell you, though, she also definitely has the best send-off for the weekend ever.
Have a great Friday, you mother.
Can we please put that in a WRMF promo? Is that too much?
We must end every show now.
That's amazing.
Yes, to kick off the weekend. It's my new favorite.
WRMF.
Yes.
Have a great Friday, you mother.
You have to use that.
I love it.
That's our new official sign-off.
I mean, what is she doing? If TV won't take her, there's a place for her in radio.
Or reality TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maria Athens. That is her name. She's a star. So there you go. Wow, that's pretty good stuff. There is a Bradenton woman that got arrested. She's a little unhinged as well after attacking a school bus assistant who is 9 months pregnant. And the reason, her daughter got dropped off 30 minutes late. That was the reason. The assistant said the woman got on the bus and immediately started screaming and cursing and then pushed the victim up against a wall, which nearly caused her to fall. Keep in mind, this woman is pregnant.
Oh, my.
The mother was arrested several days after the incident and has been charged with aggravated battery on a pregnant woman. Also in Florida, in Putnam County, police there are looking for a man who pooped on school grounds.
Again? This is the theme. We've heard this before.
We heard about a pooper in Misconnections this week.
Yeah, there's a lot of this going on. There's a security camera that showed him riding up to the school on his bike and then pooing right on the campus drain. He was later seen breaking into the school cafeteria to steal several drinks. And when the man is found, apparently he's going to be charged with burglary of an unarmed structure.
Huh.
So there you go. They got video of him. Also, something else crazy here in Florida. There's a lot of that going around. A 60-year-old guy in Tampa is now facing charges after he beat up his girlfriend's adult son for leaving negative reviews about his restaurant, Georgia Boys Barbecue, on Yelp.
They don't play them Georgia boys.
No, they don't.
Don't you leave no bad Yelp review.
Well, he's attacking his livelihood.
His own family did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what's a
They
mess.
did. They turned him in on Yelp. Police in Pennsylvania have now tracked down a guy who recently broke into a Taco Bell, and it turns out that he's actually been arrested before for breaking into other Taco Bells. In fact, they say at least 30 of them. That's what he does.
He needs the taco.
Makes a run for the border.
I always thought, I would love to break into a Taco Bell. Of course, you can't do that because it's illegal, but just make your own stuff. Use all their ingredients and come up with your own burritos and
You
pizza.
get run of the place.
Yes, you can do whatever you want with everything they have at Taco Bell.
Yeah, well, apparently he loves this because they put out a warrant for his arrest, and guess what? A jail in Indiana called and said, yeah, we got the guy right here. He just broke into a Taco Bell.
Are you considered the cool guy in prison if that's you're known for the...
That's just all I do. That's the only criminal act he does is breaking into Taco Bells.
Cannot help himself.
I think the other inmates would like that.
Why doesn't he just go to Taco Bell when it's open and order off the menu?
I don't know. He just loves breaking into them, Virginia.
It's about the act.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Boy, have you ever smelled a fart so bad you had to fight somebody? This happened in England. There was a drunk guy that passed gas in an Uber last year, and it was so bad the driver kicked him out. Well, then that guy attacked the driver.
Oh, my.
And he just pleaded guilty to assault and got a 6-month suspended sentence.
All from a fart.
All from
This must have been some intense fart.
That's not the only time. You've had other whacked out news stories about farts leading to fights.
Yeah, it'll happen. It will happen. And a woman in the UK who was going to marry a ghost has called off the wedding after apparently the ghost changed on their trip to Thailand and then fell in with the wrong crowd. Here she is talking about it.
We've called your wedding off it was going really well until we went on holiday. That was about last May, and then he just completely changed. So I think maybe he fell in with a bad crowd when we were on holiday. He just started becoming really inconsiderate. He'd disappear for long periods of time. When he did come back, he'd bring other spirits back to the house and they'd just stay around for days. I think maybe he started doing drugs and partying a bit much. Because he used to come back, these spirits would stay for days at a time and they'd be like crashing and banging, strange noises.
So the ghost was doing drugs.
Went on a bender, Kev. You don't want your ghost on a bender.
Went on a bender.
That's odd.
Very odd.
Okay. Which of these two women's more crazy? That woman or...
Have a great Friday, you mother...
97.9 WRMF. It's the KVJ Workday Grocery Giveaway.
And right now, we are looking for Alexis Cornell of North Palm Beach. All right, you've got 10 minutes. You got to call us back. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763 to claim your $200 in free groceries. Again, we're looking for Alexis Cornell of North Palm Beach. 10 minutes to call to win with the KVJ Workday Grocery Giveaway, sponsored by Scott Smith Injury Law.
Good luck from 97.9 WRMF.
Got a couple random questions here for you. In fact, one that Brittany had sent in the other day for us to bring up. She wanted to know if you had one person you could bring back from the dead and have a 60-minute conversation with them, who would it be and why? Okay. Somebody that's dead that you can bring back and have a 60-minute conversation with them. Who would it be interesting to talk to?
I'd love to get my mom's take about the other side. Does it have to be famous?
No.
Yeah, okay, I'm definitely my mom.
Yeah, some people would either, I think, immediately gravitate towards like thinking about a celebrity or somebody famous, but it could totally be bringing back a loved one that you would like to just have a conversation with. You know, and I'm sure a lot of people, when somebody's passed on, if you ever went to somebody that was kind of like your confidant, your sounding board for something, and imagine like right now you're going through something and saying, my gosh, I really need them here right now to give me perspective and advice and some clarity on this. That would be an easy answer.
If I did have the hour-long conversation with my mom, would she be able to tell me what she's seen on the other side?
I think so. That seems fair.
Yeah.
I think you would get that with anybody.
That would be, I mean, pretty darn
Tell me what it's like.
What's going on over there?
I would settle that. That would be life-changing information. Even if they just confirmed what you already believe.
Yeah.
It still would be life-changing information because it's hammered home. Like there's no doubt. There's no question whatsoever.
And what if you get back information, she says, it is not fun, and then she disappears. That'd be creepy.
Oh my gosh.
Or it could be the best time ever.
If you talk to her in the entire 60 minutes, she just talks about how horrifying it is on the other side.
She just complains.
She's like, whatever you do, you got to try to not get here. Stay alive somehow.
There are so many dragons. They're trying to eat me all the time. All the fruits have worms in it.
That'd be unbelievable.
Awful.
That would wreck your life.
Oh, I don't think.
And then they just poof, disappear, and you got to keep on living somehow.
Oh, my God.
And you're like, you would dread every day. Like, I can't. You would wrap yourself in bubble wrap and not leave the house.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't die.
Or she could say things like, Bird, there are chocolate rivers everywhere. Pies galore. There's pie trees. Apple pie trees.
And then you go off yourself. I got to get there.
Then I can't wait to die.
Yeah, then you're like, please, bring it along. Yeah, that's fascinating. Now, let's say you take out personal family members, loved ones, people that you know. Is there somebody that would be great to talk to with a 60-minute conversation? To me, did somebody die mysteriously? Did somebody have more to give that you would need to ask them? Perspective. Is there somebody that you would want to say, hey, check out what's going on in the world right now. What are your thoughts on this?
Or, hey, how are you murdered? We want to know.
Yeah, like Natalie Wood. Tell us what happened.
I mean,
I think the full story.
I think we all know.
I want to know the full story.
How did it all go down?
Yeah, because there's definitely two sides to that one.
Did Christopher Walken ever know anything?
Right.
I think a lot of people with mysterious deaths, your Marilyn Monroe's, all those people, you'd be like, okay, what's the true story on that?
I mean, I know it's so predictable and boring, But to seriously sit down with Abe Lincoln would be mind-blowing.
You think that you would pick up some things?
Well, I think the same thing with my mom. You go, all right, Abe, tell us what it's like on the other side. So he'd have that perspective. And then just because he's so revered as someone that had wisdom and he was a big part of things that happen in our country, you know, I think it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
How does he feel about Booth? Is him and John Wilkes Booth, are they cool with each other now? Are you pissed off?
Yeah.
Do you stay
When
pissed?
you see each other in heaven, do you guys just go to your opposite corners?
Because how awkward that be every time somebody gets there? You're like, uh-oh, look who's checking in today.
Well, did Booth go to heaven?
Gotta watch Lincoln.
Yeah, where's Booth?
We don't know.
I mean, that would be weird if you show up to heaven and then you see your murderer there.
How do you get in?
Yeah, but dude, you killed me. What the hell? It's pretty easy to get in here.
Yeah.
Loose restrictions up there, St. Peter.
It'd be like seeing that annoying guy in VIP.
St. Pete, come on.
Really?
Yeah.
You let him in?
Right. Okay, how would you answer this random question? You've got 15 wishes, but every wish that you make adds on 15 pounds of pure fat, and you can't wish to ever lose weight. You're stuck with it.
Oh, boy.
Dieting and exercise does not lose it. How many wishes would you use, and what would you wish for?
Probably just one. I would just wish for endless money.
Okay.
And then I would just deal with a bigger badonkadonk.
Okay.
I think I could get away with 80 pounds.
80?
I'm 170 right now. I'm very skinny, right? This is the skinniest I've
You
been.
go to 250.
I would go to 250 for wishes.
You only get one wish per 15 pounds.
I know but that's a lot of wishes.
You could get endless money.
Yeah, I could get.
You could get a job that you want or a career.
I mean, endless money, you don't need to worry about much else.
Chocolate River. I could make the.
You could fly.
I could do anything I want. For yeah.
Endless money covers Chocolate River.
Exactly. 250. Give it to me.
Are you allowed to live forever? Like if you could have endless money, live forever.
Yeah, because
and fly.
Your mom says that heaven sucks.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's worms in the fruit.
There's worms in the fruit. I don't want to go there.
I think I'd use those 3 wishes, and I would be 45 pounds heavier.
You go 45?
And I'd do those 3 wishes. You're right. Endless money, live forever, and you could fly.
I'd cap it at 15. I can't do more than 15.
Before I could fly, my other wish would be don't be afraid of heights. So then I could fly. I have to wish.
I could fly, but I just poop myself the whole time.
So that's another 15 pounds. All right, so we have to go 255 now.
Yeah.
Or 265. I'm terrible at math. Other wish, be better at math.
Yeah, okay. That's a good one right there. Okay, if you could have statistics at the end of the year showing your most food items eaten, what do you think would be your number 1?
It's easy for me. It's without a doubt slices of pizza.
Okay.
I've been going strong since 5 years old.
Pizza for you, okay.
And I really came on strong as an adult. I really kind of fell into my...
Are we counting beverages?
No,
food items.
Just food, okay. Gosh. I'm pretty diversified. It's probably chicken.
Okay.
Chicken, what? How though?
Well, my family likes white meat. I like dark meat, but we end up eating a lot of things with chicken breast in it.
Okay.
It's boring, but it's healthy.
Okay.
Chicken breast you would lock in with?
Probably, and I'm not proud of it.
Mine's chicken wings. That's my number 1.
I would love to know the stat of exactly how many slices of pizza I've eaten in my career.
It'd be
My
a
pizza
stunning
career.
number.
It would be a stunning number. Yeah, it would be.
If we could get that.
Yeah.
But be proud.
I'm proud. I just I want to know the numbers.
Okay. All right. Well, who's hungry?
97.9 WRMF and another KVJ Workday grocery giveaway winner.
We put out the call for Alexis Cornell of North Palm Beach, and she beat the clock, was in well within 10 minutes, and that means she's got $200 in free groceries. Congratulations, Alexis.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. If you had to say your number 1 food item for 2020, what is it?
Oh.
What are you eating the most of? this last year?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Nice.
Yes, girl.
Good for you. Good for you.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Any kind. Love it.
Yeah, that's great. Anytime, especially great during a pandemic. Well, congratulations,
Yeah.
$200 you got in free groceries.
It's awesome.
Cool. You enjoy that, okay? And thanks so much for listening, Alexis.
Okay, thank you.
All right, if you want to be like Alexis and pick up $200 in free groceries, just go to WRMF.com and you can sign up. Takes less than a minute, and then listen at 9 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. 2 more chances to win today, 2 and 5. Make sure you're here for the KVJ Workday Grocery Giveaway. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, how many people in the U.S. live in haunted houses? What is that percentage? I will let you know next. We're talking about if you could have a conversation for 60 minutes with anybody who is dead, who would you bring back for that conversation? Interesting stuff here. Somebody texted in and said, I would bring back my grandmother because there's a rumor in my family that she was taken by my grandparents from a Native American reservation because the natives were still being killed and were starving back in the day. She's the oldest and doesn't look like any of her siblings or parents. So I'd like to see what the true story is and find out what's going on there. It'd be crazy, huh?
That's a great one.
Yeah, that is. Just to really kind of get a perspective, answer questions like that.
Yeah, you got to pick somebody that can carry a good hour. An hour is a long time. A good story can be about 20 minutes, and you got 40 minutes left.
Somebody texted in, and they said, I would like to bring back my husband. So many unanswered questions.
Murder?
I don't know.
Bring him back and then kill him again.
Wow. Yeah, would you? Is that double jeopardy or?
I don't know. I think it's definitely double murder.
Yeah. How does that work out? Well, you know, there are some people that are living in homes with spirits already. That's what happens. Haunted houses, especially this time of year, people really love to talk about how their place is or, you know, haunted and by whom.
I know that move.
Yeah. A lot of people do that. Realtor.com actually did a poll here. They said 13% of people say that they're living in a house that's haunted.
13%?
I know. I thought that was high, too.
That's really high.
Right? 13%?
That are in tune with it or know about, that number might be higher.
Well, I mean, just do a quick little poll here in our studio. I'm not. Virginia, are you?
I'm not.
Okay. Denny's? No. Suits? No. Bird?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
He's haunting hopeful, though.
Yeah.
But
He's
I do.
encouraged it.
But I have spirits in my place.
Right. And that's 1 of 5. That's 20%.
Yeah.
So if you look at that, get 5 people and you got 1 of them or 6 even, and you're pretty much right there.
There's more people that believe in ghosts than you think. I can just tell when we talk about it. Of course, you're going to get people who you're lying or it's not real, but quite a bit of people have had experiences.
There's a lot of people that are cool with it. That's what I'm surprised because it says more than half of them knew it before they moved in, and they're like, "Yeah, that's fine. I'll live with a ghost."
You
wouldn't have a problem.
I had no problem with it.
I got big problems with it.
Yeah, it would affect me. I would be like, "Nah, I'm good."
I don't need that. I don't have time for a ghost.
See, when I feel like when there's ghosts around, if you have this kind of experience, that does kind of confirm there's something else going on than just us walking here around Earth. See what I'm saying?
That's
it
why.
It gives me
you
hope.
have such a love? Yes.
Yes, it actually gives me a lot of hope knowing, okay, there's some other levels to this game.
So the worst thing you could ever hear is that there's nothing on the other side or it's horrific.
Yeah, I actually would be bummed out if you die and that's it.
That's it.
I want to remember these moments.
You die and then there's worms in the fruit.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, Jay Bud.
Who wants that? They say the top signs that people are noticing: strange noises, strange shadows, and hot and cold spots in their place. Top 3 signs that your place might be haunted.
The shadows is big.
Yeah, you say you've seen that? You've experienced that at your place?
Oh, big time. There is something that walks down my stair. When I sleep downstairs, there is something long and lanky walking down my stairs, and it's definitely masculine, different than a female. The female spirit we were feeling.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Well, what I love is I love those kind of stories. Just something that a lot of people be like, "What? Really? I mean, come on. Do you even believe that?" I love to hear the stories that you have about yourself that really is almost unbelievable. You tell it, and some people may be like, looking at you like, really? Like, what is that story? It doesn't have to be just about a haunting. It could be about anything possible.
Yeah.
That is kind of unbelievable about you. Let us know what it is. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. You can call or text us now at the KVJ Show.
Want to find the KVJ Show on social media? Just search KVJ Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Simple, huh?
Figure we get a few of these after we found out that 13% of people believe that they live in haunted houses, according to Realtor.com. Tell us a story about you that sounds unbelievable. And that's the one thing about telling ghost stories this time of year. Do people believe you or not? Kyla from Pompano, she sent in a text. She said, I've been seeing spirits since I was 7 years old, and rarely is it somebody that I knew. It's usually somebody from a long time ago, and I can tell from their clothing.
Whoa, that's creepy.
She said, if that's creepy, listen, I am never allowed to see their faces for some reason, but they've been around me my entire life, and I haven't yet figured out how to communicate with them. How crazy would that be? You have faceless figures in period clothing that you can't communicate with.
I love it.
You need to take this to a psychic medium and have them help you.
Yeah, we could. Vicky could help you.
Totally. You need to get to the next level of this and figure out why.
I mean, that's just Vicky's game.
I wonder what the frequency of them visiting her is.
It's a good question. I mean, I bet a while since she's been doing this since she was 7.
I think it depends on, also the type of haunting that's going on. It sounds like she has more of a gift.
But if they only come around, like, say, once a year, it's not that big of a deal. You can, like, kind of live your life and just not have to. But if they come around, like, once a week, that would be obtrusive.
With my experience, it's very weird. Sometimes there'll be no activity, and then it'll go on a 3-week run, almost kind of like they got to get out of their system. Yeah.
How about that? Crazy. All right, so anything else? And they don't have to all just be ghosts and supernatural, spiritual type things. It's just a story about you that sounds unbelievable. Somebody texted in, this does sound unbelievable. Says, I escaped from a mental hospital. I lived for 5 years in Mexico until my Mexican ex-girlfriend told the authorities, and then I got deported back to the States and returned to the mental hospital. Don't ask me where I am now.
Kevin, look behind you.
Are
you behind me?
And I escaped just in time for Halloween.
Oh, right. That was terrifying.
Don't ask me where I am now. I mean, I'm dying to know where they are now.
Yeah,
Under your bed.
That's very freaky. Somebody else texted and said, I was a pharmacist in the Air Force back in the early 80s. And we had actually experimented with high-grade cocaine for the pilots to see if it would increase our performance. It did in the short term, but the effect quickly went away. And then I kind of started a whole thing where I like cocaine, and it wound up ending my pharmacy career.
Oh.
What? Can I Google that? Is there going to be some
I wonder if
literature
that's
on
common
that?
knowledge. Yeah. Air Force experimenting with cocaine in the early 80s. Is that common information, or did he just drop a truth bomb on us?
Has he said
Crazy.
too much?
I know. We're going to have more of his pharmacy career.
So it was a military pharmacist, and then it ended everything?
I don't know. It sounds to me from that they started by experimenting. It's something he did in the Air Force, but then as he got out, he became a pharmacist after the Air Force, but still loved him the booger sugar.
Wow.
Couldn't stay away from the disco dust and wound up getting booted out of the pharmacy biz because of it.
All I'm finding is a lot of dudes that fly planes just pleading guilty to cocaine use.
Well, that's kind of terrifying.
Very terrifying. There's more than 3 stories
I
about
got the need for speed.
Oh my gosh.
How about that?
I do want my pilot to be awake, but not that awake.
Yeah. How about that?
I'm not finding anything.
Okay. Well,
he just dropped a secret on us.
yeah, I think he did.
That's lovely.
Got another one here. Somebody telling their story about how they were at the gyno, and it says, right in the middle of my exam, my gynecologist suddenly remembered that my mom also had been his patient. And you know how some people have their father's eyes? Well, apparently I got my mom's.
Hoo-ha?
Yeah.
To the down to the T?
Interesting.
It's very odd.
What would be?
I know somebody who said this. So it's a friend of mine who touts the fact that she has a beautiful vagina. She says it. She's said it before.
Do I know her?
You do. She has said it, and she has a daughter, and she goes, I definitely gave her my beautiful vagina. I recognize that thing anywhere, and I have a pretty one, and so does she.
Well, who else would give it to her? The dad?
Well, just like some parents.
But it's a genetic trait that you can pass down.
Exactly.
Like you have a pretty face, and your kid could have a pretty face.
I have a big nose. I have my mom's nose. So just like you would have a big mom's nose, maybe you had mom's big business.
Do you have your mom's business, or does it at least resemble? Does it sort of look like it?
It's going to be hard for me to explain my answer to you without getting a little too graphic.
Can you do it?
Can you say, is it similar or not?
Okay, let's just put it this way. Mom's from the 70s.
I'm talking about the shape and the contour and the.
Is it similar or not?
Mom's from the 70s.
I get that.
Right, but is it similar? Does it look similar?
The hair we get.
Other than that.
Other than the hair.
I couldn't tell you
don't know
past that. I never dug around in there.
So that could be a spitting image. We don't even know.
You're right.
Twinsies. Weird. I never knew that. Boy, I learned a lot of things here. I mean,
it does not work with I do not have my father's peen. I just don't.
Prove it.
That seems like that skips a generation. It's terrible.
I think I got grandpa's.
Do you have grandpa's penis?
I think I got grandpa's.
Yeah.
Thanks, Grandpa.
When you're in that off generation, it's a curse. It's just terrible. Wow. How about that? Oh, we're getting some interesting stories here. Stories about you that sound unbelievable. And the guy who, in the 80s, in the Air Force was given cocaine because they were testing on fighter pilots, then developed an addiction, and then was using it and got booted out of his pharmacy career because of it. How crazy is that, huh?
That is nuts.
And somebody said maybe that was kind of a thing because one person here Texas has said, my dad is a retired Air Force rescue helicopter pilot, and he has on his medical meds list that he is allergic to cocaine because he was given it earlier, like in the 1980s.
What?
And he was a rescue helicopter.
I mean, there's a lot of experiments that went on back in the day with the military.
And now it's on his list of things. Do not give me this because I'm allergic.
We probably aren't allowed to know all of the experiments the military's done.
Crazy, huh? So yeah, that's that possibly is it. I don't know if that was a thing, but I tell you, if they're doing that today, there'd be about 10,000 people in South Florida that would go enlist right now.
Would you get on a plane if you found out that the pilot was always on cocaine, but he was seriously ranked, or she was seriously ranked the best pilot in the land? I mean, everyone's like, this is the best pilot. They just have to be on cocaine. Do you trust that pilot?
I think I'd go with it. It was kind of like that Denzel Washington movie where he was the alcoholic pilot and he would drink like crazy. And I think he was doing cocaine to kind of like get himself back to square one. But then he pulled off this maneuver that no pilot and even on a machine could do because he was just that phenomenal. And I'm like, you know what? I would let Denzel, hung over on blow, be my pilot over anybody else that was just okay, but completely square.
There's a list where it says the percentages of all the pilots in the land, and you notice that the person on cocaine is flawless. Everyone else who's not on cocaine, they're at 86%. This cat's at 100. Do you go on cocaine airlines?
I guess I have to. At that point, he's 100. Everybody else is like in the 80s. 100.
I would think Cocaine Airlines going to have a hard time getting through customs.
They are. Same question. Surgeon. Cocaine surgeon, 100%. All the other surgeons are 89, 91%. But the one on cocaine's doing brain surgery on you. Flawless. Do you go with cocaine doctor? Dr. Cocaine.
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, that's just... You've posed some fascinating questions here today.
He's full of them.
I don't know if I want the guy cutting me open all hopped up.
I get it.
I go on performance. I don't care what you're on.
I go on performance too, man.
I don't care what you got to do to get yourself there.
If the numbers back up,
I'm grading you by your performance.
Totally. Yeah, there's no morals here. If you can fix me better on cocaine, we'll party it up, brother.
You could give me Bobby Meth Head. But if he's the world's greatest surgeon on meth, give me Bobby Meth Head.
Give me Henry Heroin. I'm there. I'm down.
A couple other ones. Somebody had said that they hid their entire pregnancy. Nobody knew. And then just they come home from the hospital with the baby and you're like, what? You were pregnant? That's kind of crazy.
How would you do that?
I don't know. Another story that sounds unbelievable about you. Somebody said that statistically, I was not supposed to survive my labor. I was hemorrhaging, and they said basically this is it, unfortunately. But something happened, a miracle, and I came through the whole thing. And then when I went back to the doctor a week later, he asked me if I had fallen or I was hit. Because it was odd. I had a perfect handprint on my lower back, and no one had hit me. I did not fall. I believe that I was touched by an angel and saved.
Wow.
And that was the hand mark.
That is crazy.
It did eventually fade over time. But
Oh, that gave me goosebumps.
how about that?
It's a
huh?
very good story.
That is pretty fascinating. And then, we do have a lot of these. Young kids seeing spirits. Somebody said when I was 4, I thought the old lady living with us was my grandpa's friend until I mentioned her at dinner. Nobody else could see her sitting on the couch in the living room. One of my sisters ran to her room and the other sat there and just cried. I found out later that the landlord's mom had died in my room right before we moved in.
Dang.
So for that 13% of people live in a haunted place, that might be how it's happening. So fascinating stuff. Thanks for the stories.
KVJ Show is all over social media. Find us Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Let's play a fun little round here, the song association game. Give you a word. You got to get me a song, 3 seconds or less. Got to be a popular song we know, too. See how you guys do. This fun little round.
I love it.
Virginia, I'm going to hit you up first. Your word is save.
Saved by the bell. Right, because I'm saved by the bell. It's all right.
What do you guys think? Does that qualify? Would
theme
you
song?
move her to the next round?
Give the witch a shot.
Give her a pass because it's round 1.
It's round 1. It's Halloween time. It's her time.
All right, Bird, your word is feel.
Feel the vibration. Feel that vibration. Good, but nah.
Good vibrations.
Good vibrations.
Good vibrations, yeah.
Do I get it? No. Early in the round?
No.
Damn it. Feel.
Feel.
Can you feel the love tonight? That's the only one I can think of.
Sweet Denny.
That's a good one. All right, Denny's. Let's see if you can stay alive here in the song association game. Your word is hear.
Here I go again, out on my own.
That's not the right kind of hear.
Oh.
Well, I didn't tell you, so we'll give it to you.
Oh, is it listen?
I should have said, I got to spell that one.
Hear.
So I'm going to give you a pass.
All right, I get a pass like the witch.
Do I get a pass? I haven't taken passes. Where do I get these passes at?
Everybody gets a pass but Bird.
Aww.
I think he was just so wrong. so wrong. Different kind of wrong. He's a different level of wrong. His wrong was deep.
I get it.
How deep was it?
So deep.
It was
so deeply wrong.
Deepest kind of wrong.
Deepest kind of wrong, yeah. It's unforgivable kind of wrong. It's just Virginia and Denny's round 2. Virginia, your word is taste.
Taste.
All right.
Okay.
Come on, Big D.
Oh, yes.
Denny's, your word is age.
What's my age again? What's my age again? By Blink-182.
Okay.
That's it. Very nice. Just like that, Denny's walks away with the big W.
Oh, yeah.
The champ.
Yeah. How about that? Quick, fun little round. I think it's about time to wrap things up here for your final thought for the day before we get to the After the Show podcast.
Good. It's 4 paragraphs long.
Good.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding.
Can't wait for that.
The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Listen to that wisdom, huh? Really good, Bert. Yeah, braced up. All right, we're going to be live on Facebook here in just about 5 or so minutes with the After the Show podcast. Something you can actually listen to live on the 97.9 WRMF app. You can check out all of our podcasts, the regular show, the After the Show, and the Weird and Whatever. Get it all for free and download it for free today.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.